All right, we are live. What is up, everybody? How are y'all doing on this fabulous Saturday evening? I'm here with GCD.
I have a funny story about work.
Oh, you got a work story? Do tell.
Yeah, hold on. I was trying to pull up the Twitch chat too, but I forget how do you make it a little window. How do you do that?
I think there's like 3 dots.
Okay, I found a gear. Let me see. Pop out chat. Okay, there we go. I got the Twitch chat. Now let me get your YouTube chat up as well.
Yeah, you got some time. Hey, Dr. Awesome, how you doing?
Okay,
Well, let's get the fragrance of dark colored coffee going in the background while you tell the story. Just so we have something. What's up, Super Mario Plush? Hello, Superstar. Hope you're all having a lovely weekend.
you know, now that I'm thinking about that story, I'm like, I don't know if I want to tell it actually, because I don't know how funny per se it is.
Oh, is it just one of those, like, something you noticed?
It's not so much something I noticed, it's something that almost happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think I should tell a story? Should I tell a story?
If you, if you think it's a good idea, you can go right ahead, but if not, I totally understand that, too.
I mean, somebody might get a laugh out of it or something. I'll try telling the story. So, at work today, I had an easy shift today. I got to run a cash register. So let's see. So I was ringing up some ladies' groceries, and she had like those square packs of beef that are like really nice and organic and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she had a few of those in her order. I look at it, I'm like, oh, this beef looks nice. I look at where it's based out of. For some reason, whenever there's a product that catches my eye, I check where it's based out of, just out of curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
And they were based out of someplace in Texas. I'm like, oh, these guys are from Texas. Texas beef, that ought to be good. And she's like, oh, it's from Texas? If I had known that, I wouldn't have bought it. And I was confused for a second, like, wait, what? What's wrong with Texas? She's like, it's just not my cup of tea. And then it clicked into my mind. The customer in front of me is a fat lesbian.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh, okay. Then the guy behind her, he was a retired law enforcement type guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, I love Texas. It's a great state, great governor, just like Florida.
Oh, no.
and she scoffed at that. Like, she was actually offended at that. And then he kind of picked up on her attitude. It's like, if you don't like it, you can just leave. You can go live in New York or something. And she got, super angry, super fast. Like, I was born here, and I'm not going anywhere. And it got rapidly out of control really fast. And all of a sudden, now they're just swearing at each other. She got up in his face. I was seriously worried they were about to start fighting.
Yeah, this is like, you learn a valuable lesson when it comes to working with the public, and that's only engage with some small talk, just a little bit, like, hey, how's your day, and maybe talk about the weather or a sports team, maybe. Although a sports team is a little spicy, but at the same time, if someone's pissed off about a sports team, that's kind of funny to everyone involved.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I generally just don't like to talk about anything countries or anything like that.
I've got my opinions on other states, but I would never consider physically assaulting someone over it.
Yeah, that is insane. Oh, speaking of insane people, I got a story to piggyback off. Unless you're done, are you done? I didn't want.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, this is back when I was in high school. We were selling these little discount cards for our football team, so we can raise money for the football team. Mm-hmm. And there was this old retired guy from Ireland. The man was probably in his 80s, and he had nothing better to do, so he just hung out with us. For about 2 hours, he was just talking. He was like, "Yeah, back when I was a wee lad, I would play rugby. So I totally understand. I back y'all 100% out there, boys in blue, going playing football and stuff like that." And the entire time, we were like trying to help. We were like approaching the people as they come into the grocery store, and we're like, "Hey, would you like to buy a card to support the football team?" And they would just say no, and he's like, "Come on, help the lads with their team." And one person walked by, and we asked her, and she's like, "No, I don't like sports." And she walked off, and she was on the bigger side. And it's like, "Yeah, you could tell she spent all her time, all her time in the library getting fat and reading books." Just the way he said it. Just like that old person, like that old person that has no chill. That was him to a T. Yeah, it was dude, perfect.
Those old people with no chill are the best.
Oh my gosh. Good times, good times.
You know, like, going back to my points, like, Wooly Luigi says in the chat, "I understand why people hate Florida, me too." I don't agree with that. I think Florida's a good state and they have good policies. I would never consider, ever, physically assaulting Wooly Luigi because we have a different opinion of how Florida's run.
Florida's just not worth the charge, man. I've been there. It's not worth the charge. All right. Let me share it with you. You know what's another thing? I went shopping today. Okay. Another thing. Speaking of old people, I hate when old people shop on the weekend.
Oh, hold on. You know what? You go ahead and do your thing. I gotta say my thing.
I hate, like they have, especially if they're retired. I get it if they have like their children with them helping them shop. Like they have like some kind of a supervisor. Like, because some people get kind of old, they can't shop on their own. I totally understand that. But if there's just like a old man sitting there like 65, 70, crowding up the aisle. It's annoying to me because they have Monday through Friday to go shopping. Why are they doing a Saturday at 11 a.m.?
It's like, you're retired. The rest of us aren't.
Exactly.
Okay, but I gotta tell you my thing. So, I recently took a work trip to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know this is a thing in North and South Carolina. I don't know about any other places, but in North and South Carolina, there is they have on Wednesday, it's a senior day thing, mm-hmm. where seniors can get 5% off pretty much all their groceries and whatnot.
Okay.
So all the old people do their shopping on Wednesday.
And you know what? That's fair. That lets you know, like, hey, you know what? If I don't want to get attacked by the Night of the Living Dead, I stay away from the grocery stores on Wednesday.
If you ever go to North or South Carolina, don't go to the stores on Wednesday.
Okay, like Wooly says, it's a crowded grocery store is the worst.
Oh yeah.
It is so bad because the aisles are like designed for maybe 3 people side by side. Like one person going one way, one person going the other way, and then one person off to the side picking something up, But then there's just like, if there's a bunch of people trying to go in there, it just throws everything out of loop. Plus, if you have someone that really just does not care about anyone else or anything that's going around them, either on purpose or they have no like faculties for it. That's when it becomes a problem as well.
I getcha.
Also, there was one time I told my parents this, and they're kind of upset about it. I went to a Walmart after work one day, and it was legit like a condom commercial. I'm like, I do not want a kid. There were kids just screaming everywhere. They were running. They were like I think one kid got hit by another shopper's grocery cart, and they were screaming because of it. I'm like, holy shit, no.
You just gotta raise good kids.
It's like it just it's like one of the. It's like I get it. Like it's like you gotta raise good kids. I get that, but they're just like I can't imagine. Like my parents were saints. My mom, she was in nursing school for like 24 months or something like that for 2 years. She was raising baby me and my brother during that time. Working a full-time job, raising us, and then going to medical school.
Wow.
I can't imagine doing that. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
That sounds awful. Yeah, don't take parenting advice from people who shop at Walmart. Is the theme of the story.
I mean, I could understand Walmart. It's a nice Walmart in this in my town. It's a pretty nice Walmart.
Nice and Walmart are two things that don't go together.
There is we have two Walmarts in our town because my town it's like a tourist location type thing. There is a Walmart that's in the actual heart of where all the tourists, all the like events and hotels and stuff like that. I stay away from that one. Then there's one that's more for the locals. That one's really nice. It's really kind of bigger and like brighter, newer, stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just the difference. What's up, 13 Lion? Hello, Wolfo. And also, hello, Mario Plush on the Twitch side of things. Let's, we've killed enough time. Let's go ahead and get started with the Rite of Turnabouts.
Oh boy.
Episode 3.
Wakey wakey 201. Got some more questions. Sound the alarm! Prisoner 201's escaped!
Well, Dad's back on the streets. Things will be on the up and up for us.
Keep your voice down. Want that rebel hunter to find us or something?
Come on. We're small fries compared to... Huh?
Do you like my knife? He kind of just shows the knife like, hey, you like the knife?
No.
Yes, I have plushie. I have beaten Persona 5. I actually have the streams archived on YouTube as well. May 9th, 3:30 p.m.
Another fine day in the kingdom of Kurayan.
Oh yeah, how long has Phoenix been in Kurayan by this point?
I can't imagine very long. Maybe a week.
I'm just imagining he has a t-shirt on that just like I love Kurayan, or I heart Kurayan,
Uh-huh. It's so peaceful here.
Thank you so much.
Courtroom.
Thank you so much, Wolfo, for the $2. Masked Man, you want to see a magic trick? I'm gonna take your life away magically.
Can't believe it's been 2 weeks already, but
Oh, if I would have just waited, he would have told it to us. But no, I'm just picturing him wearing the I Heart Crying. That's just me.
This place is really starting to grow on me when I'm not in the courtroom. Still.
Oh yeah, Prosecutor Payne.
Get back to the mamby-pamby school. It sure was a rough start.
I mean, granted, you did bust into a courtroom uninvited. And they gave you every chance to escape as well, you know? So at least they were kind enough, you know?
But he got a hippie thrown into jail, so it was worth it in the end.
True.
Now, to do what I came here to do. To see Maya.
To take over the world, I mean, see Maya.
Her long, eccentric?
Eccentric?
Is it eccentric? Or no, wait, there's no R. I don't know what that word means.
Eccentric?
Her long, eccentric training is finally coming to an end.
I'm looking that up.
Please do.
Characteristics by or suggested the practice of severe self-discipline and abstinence of all forms. Looks like it's kind of more Hinduism, kind of like the concept of like letting go of worldly possessions and meditation.
But before she does, she said something about one last rite she has to perform today.
Mr. Right!
He's got a puppy now.
I think he's always had a puppy.
Did he always?
Yeah, I think so. Hapareki!
Hey, Albie. Happy Rocky.
Oh, you've mastered the traditional greeting of karate!
I don't know about that, but I guess all the practicing is paying off.
Have you gotten used to to life at the temple?
I'm grateful they're letting me stay here, but the mornings start a little too early for me.
I like to imagine he's taking the hippies room. Like, yeah, we have an empty room now, so here it is for you.
Yes.
Yes, well, morning prayers do begin at dawn. After all, you can never pray too much. Daily devotion is very important here in Karane.
Hats off to you guys. I don't know how you do it.
And today's a special day, full of even more prayer than usual. There's nothing better in this world than being able to pray to your heart's content.
I can think of a few things I'd rather do. So what makes today so special anyway?
You mean you don't know? Today's the purification rite. It's only performed once a year.
That's what Maya must have been talking about on the phone yesterday. I wonder what her role in it is. So what exactly is Maya going to be doing for this purification rite?
What? Didn't she tell you? She's playing the role of Lady Kari. It's only the most important part of the entire rite. You go, Maya. Getting top billing. It's unprecedented to have a foreigner play such a key role. Oh, I could see the problems.
Yeah. Wow, that's really something.
The country itself as a whole, we've already learned from one case that they kind of are xenophobic, so I could already see that being a problem. It really is helping out such an amazing person.
I mean, are they though? Because Payne got like royal treatment here.
Fair, but I think it was just because of his because of his job. Because he was a prosecutor.
It's not xenophobia, it's defense attornophobia.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Has been the greatest honor of this humble tour guide's life.
So, who is this lady Kira you mentioned?
Allow me to explain. Once upon a time, hundreds upon hundreds of years ago, there lived a female warrior who fought violently.
Let me stop you there.
Is something wrong?
No, it's just, I get the feeling I'm in for a really long story.
Yeah, I'd say it normally takes around 2 hours to tell.
Whew, dodged a bullet there.
Oh, right! You're supposed to finally see Miss Maya today. The story can wait then. In the meantime, you can read up on the right with this.
An English guidebook? Where did you dig this up from?
From his bag, of course. I found it lying there in the temple library. I figured no one's using it, so I borrowed it.
Hey, this book belongs to Maya. See, there's her name on the back. Guess there's no harm in keeping this for a little while then.
Let's go. Miss Maya should already be at the site where the rite is to take place. Let's take a look at this rite, actually. Okay, staging area, high priest, priestess, curtain. Yo, is that the mask guy right there?
It could be.
Maya, please don't tell me you're the priestess in here. I think she's about to be prosecuted again.
It's Maya. Were you really expecting anything else?
I don't know, dude. The purification rite is a 3-part ceremony held when the moon is directly over the summit of Mount Pony Pony. Begins with the transformation rite. The high priestess reads scripture, while a priestess dons the robes of Lady Kira, which have been purified with incense.
Pony. Have you ever seen Full Metal Panic?
I have not.
That Pony. Any Full Metal Panic fans in the chat? They'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, go on.
Next is the rite of water, in which the priestess enters the spring dressed as Lady Kira, and the high priestess purifies both Lady Kira and her dagger. Uh-oh. The ceremony ends with the rite of fire, in which the priestess circles the sacred flame to purify her soul. The two then devote themselves to prayer until the rite comes to a close 2 days later at noontime. So basically, the whole thing's a fancy way for Lady Kira to take a bath once a year. Must be nice for her. Haha. Let's go to the Plaza of Devotion.
Unbelievable. I don't think anybody in our chat has seen Full Metal Panic.
I don't think
That's a shame.
I don't really watch a lot of anime.
That's too bad. I wonder if Maya's mustard.
Oh, whoops.
I wonder if Maya's matured any since I last saw her. No.
It's on a mountaintop, so it might get a little cold though.
I think I can handle it. Should I explain the Pony thing?
Yeah, go for it.
So there's an episode in Full Metal Panic's second season where there is a there's an episode where there's a guy running around in a trench coat, underwear, and a horse mask. And he just says pony all the time. And his whole thing is he just runs around and glues girls' hair into ponytails.
What? What is this anime about?
It's about a young, a teenage boy who has known only military life his entire life, and he's tasked with protecting a certain civilian girl.
I see.
I'm telling you, this guy has known only war and violence his entire life, and they throw him into a protection mission.
I imagine he's like, you know what? Boot camp did not prepare me for Pony Pony Man.
No, he took on Pony Pony Man. He did it well.
Oh, okay. He's like, okay, you know what? Finally got some combat.
What was hilarious is the pony guy. He pretty much all of his dialogue is him just going pony 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 pony. He just says pony in 1,000 different ways.
You know what? I don't mean disrespect. The sound of it is just like a pretty common like movie or a TV script, you know? Like a war veteran who's like decorated with a lot of things has to go and do a normal, like interact with normal life.
I wouldn't say he's decorated with a lot of things. Well, there's more aspects to it. It's like it's got some mech battles. It's got it's pretty action packed. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
It's got like a lot of action and a lot of comedy. If you've never seen Full Metal Panic, I recommend Full Metal Panic.
Every time you say it, I think you're about to say Alchemist.
Well, that one's good too, but I think I actually like Full Metal Panic a bit more.
Okay, I might have to put it on the backlog. Even though my backlog for games is so huge right now, and
I mean, it's not a game.
Well, I know, but I got a backlog of games. I'm like, I'd rather just play a game. You know how that goes.
Tell you what, if we meet up in Houston again, I'll bring Full Metal Panic.
All right, so I could see this Pony Man.
That is the second season. We have to get through the first season first.
Damn it. That's how they get you.
At least the first 5 episodes of the first season.
That's how they get you. You want to come for the Pony Man. You got to stay for the first season first. You got to earn your stripes. Also, hey, Super Saiyans, how you doing?
It's so cold. It's like the air itself is made of ice. Look at all those people.
You gotta earn the Pony Pony, indeed. Well, this is the day we come to offer prayers to Lady Kara, the protector of our land. It's amazing to see how devoted everyone is.
Devoted, right. But couldn't they just as easily do all this praying someplace warmer?
No. This, too, is a part of our religious training. It helps us build strength of spirit and willpower. Further up, at the end of those stairs, is the inner sanctum.
Oh my goodness. So many stairs.
That's a lot of stairs.
I see. And there's no guardrail either. If you slip and fall, you're dead.
Just stick to the mountainside of it.
I see. Everyone I've met so far seems deeply religious.
Of course we are! After all, Karana is also known as the Land of Prayer. It's said that we colonies spend an average of 15 hours a day in prayer.
What? 15?
From the moment we wake to the moment we fall asleep, our hearts are always in prayer. You see all the square flags flying flags around here? They're known as prayer flags. They contain the prayers of our people. Hey, John, how you doing?
Oh, he's talking about these colorful stripes of cloth. There's something written on each one.
I think I've seen those all over the place. Like in real life.
They look like credit cards.
Oh, the little credit card, little chip for the chip reader.
Yeah.
Such piety is the glory of our people, and
I'm afraid this story's going to have to wait for another time, Albie. Maya should be here any minute now.
Oh yeah, you're right. I can't wait to see Miss May again. Pardon me.
Oh,
Oh,
noble traveler. Who do we have?
is it
Maya!
Maya? Maya!
That's Maya! That is Maya!
Howdy fair, Mr. Wright. It's been many a day.
And, who might you be? Maya?
Miss Maya! Haparika!
Paprika, Albie.
So great to see Maya again.
Talk about a blast from the past.
And you, Mr. Wright.
I guess I should do a bit more of a mature inflection.
May the Holy Mother guide you on your journey.
But that sounds exactly like Trucy. Darn it. I don't win with this. Oh, thanks. Oh, okay, alright. False alarm.
Long time no see, Nick.
Maybe when she's serious, you could do a deeper voice, but when she's just with Phoenix, she's letting loose, you know?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, did I surprise you with my act?
Oh my gosh, they have the old sprite, but they just redid it.
Now it's a 3D model.
Yay!
Yeah, you can say that again. This is Maya Fey. She's a spirit medium from Kurain Village, back home. She was also my assistant for quite some time.
This is legit. It's been 2 games since last time we saw her.
Exactly! But that was many years ago. Her ability to channel spirits saved me more times than I can count.
I sure miss those days. It was a ton of fun being the real boss of the Wright & Co. law offices.
Yeah, now I have Trucy doing it.
You'd think a business being run by nothing but teenage girls would fail, but they've done surprisingly well. Then again, Maya was only boss in name.
You know what? I think Phoenix kind of has that, just takes that dad role of just like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. He gets his work done. He just keeps everything like running smoothly.
Maya was only there to just write off all the burgers she ate as business expenses.
And then Phoenix just like is like sleepless nights. Like oh my god, I hope it's like someone like Detective Gumshoe doing the tax returns. He's just like looking at it like, okay, $5,000 worth of burgers from Wright & Co. Something suspicious about that. I've had a burger in years. That's what it is. As he's eating a cheeseburger flavored ramen cup. This is the closest thing I get, bub. I miss Gumshoe as well.
Yeah. Now she's here, training to be the something.
Oh, whoops, I thought you already said that.
Now she's here, training to be the leader of Kurain Village and a master of her craft. But she was already that by default. Oh, whatever. Apparently, to become the master of the Kurain channeling technique, she's basically the only one who can do it, maybe aside Pearl.
I mean, besides Pearl, but at the same time, she wants to like hone her craft to actually be it more than just by name, you know?
Fair enough. You have to train here in Kurain, since this is where the technique originated.
Funny how it took us 5 games to find out about that.
Is Gumshoe even alive anymore? We don't know.
Technically, although he's like the first human being that has ramen broth as blood. I think he's had so much ramen. He's had so much ramen.
Is that what we can call alive?
I mean, he's still moving around. He helps. You know what? I've realized something. Crap, what is it called? The Edgeworth game.
Uh-huh.
Gumshoe is the partner in crime with you.
Oh, no.
So we get Gumshoe and we get Edgeworth together.
Oh, boy. We already know how that went in the third game. I didn't read that either.
Oh, whoops.
Didn't I sound like a pious nun when you saw me just now? Too bad that's about all I learned from all the training I did.
Maya, you've been training for years.
And that's all you learned? You haven't changed a bit, Maya.
Huh? And what's that supposed to mean?
Exactly what you think it is. She may look a little more mature on the outside, but inside, she's the same old Maya. I'm actually kind of glad for that. I just hope she's not as hungry anymore.
I heard what happened, Nick. You end up in court almost as soon as you got off the plane, huh?
I can't help it.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a long story.
Actually, Gumshoe could be pretty capable in the investigations game. Oh, really?
That I need to see to believe.
You know what? He's always given me the vibe of, like, he wants to do his best, and he actually can do a good job. He just rushes because he's so excited. He kind of gives me that vibe.
He's also stupid.
Yeah, he is stupid. I'm not saying that at all. His heart is in the right place.
His brain is a few years behind.
But you know what? Damn it, he tries. That heart leads him pretty far.
That's not in many other circumstances that would embode competence. Not when he's investigating murders. We need competence.
I'd like to imagine he was like a really good beat cop and like really good with like normal investigations. Just the murders, it has not wrapped his mind around. Like a jewel heist, he is like the best detective on the job. But there's like a dead body. He's just like, you know what? That's quite weird. He just has nothing for that. And it's just like the police force has not put two and two together. Like, yo, you know what? Gumshoe's not good with these murder cases. Just put him back in there. He'll get it eventually. That's just my headcanon. That's my headcanon about it. I was the accused. But you should have seen Mr. Wright in action. He was amazing.
I bet it was another one of your famous seat of your pants come from behind wins, huh?
As always. Well, I was almost found guilty any number of times.
Okay, so it wasn't my finest hour, so sue me.
You haven't changed a bit either, Nick.
Ouch. It definitely stings more when it's coming from her. So, I guess you finished the bulk of the training needed to become the master, right?
Oh, you mean the special meditation course for increasing spiritual power?
That's what you've been doing for 7 years? Oh.
Yep, I completed the full 2 years. I could finally go home once I perform the purification rite today.
Actually, I was wondering why they're having a foreigner conduct one of their sacred rites.
Well, the High Priest's wife usually conducts it each year. But with her baby on the way, it's just more than she could handle. So the High Priest practically begged me to stand in for her this year.
Well, you may not know all of their customs, but with your training, I'm sure you'll do great.
You bet! Just you watch, Nick. I'm going to be the best Lady Kira, or guardian deity ever!
I better throw in a few prayers for things not to end in a flaming disaster.
You know what? Fair enough.
So, about that guardian deity you'll be portraying today. What exactly are we talking about here?
Didn't you watch the cutscene at the beginning of this case, Nick?
Well, first of all, Lady Kira isn't really a deity in the way we think of them back home.
This music sounds like it could be something Steel Samurai themed.
Yes.
She's a real person who fought to establish the kingdom of Karayan a long, long time ago.
Wow. So she actually existed.
I love the design. I also love the fact that the person just did not want to draw a body. So like, you know what? We're not going to draw a body for this.
Fair enough. After my dabbling in the art land, I can understand why.
I like cloaked figures. That's, you know, just like, okay, I'm just going to draw a cloak. No body. Perfect.
Exactly.
And now the kingdom's people worship her as a guardian deity. They believe she appears to protect the kingdom whenever it's in danger.
Isn't this place on the brink of civil war, too?
Yeah, I think so.
Cloaked in a sacred robe, she's a champion of justice who defeats the kingdom's enemies.
That sounds like something you'd be into.
I know, right?
Maybe that's why they made it kind of sound like Steel Samurai, because it does kind of have a kind of a over the top vibe to it, you know?
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to be a kick-butt warrior who takes on evil with a wicked dagger?
Right. Whatever floats your boat. Still, Lady Kira must be a really popular deity if all these people are here for her.
Yep, but there's more to it than just her popularity this year.
There's more?
But wait, there's more.
So why is this rite attracting such a large crowd this year?
No one tell Edgeworth about the show. Edgeworth's like, you said Steel Samurai.
Because there's been an actual sightings, you know, of the real deal.
Allow me to explain. A mysterious figure clad in Lady Kara's robes appeared, just like in the legends. And she began capturing members of the Defiant Dragons right and left.
You're kidding, right?
They say it's only a matter of time till she gets their leader, the revolutionary Daruk, too.
So Lady Kira's a rebel hunter now, huh? It's a bit hard to swallow, though. I mean, even if they are trying to disturb the peace, I doubt the actions of a band of rebels can bring a legendary figure back to life.
I didn't believe it at first either. But there's a real picture of her on the front page of today's newspaper.
I am the Knight. I am Batman. Oh, it's pronounced as Dirk. Okay, cool. The H is silent.
Sightings of her go back about 2 years.
When you came to the country, huh?
Oh, it's not looking good for Maya.
Yep.
But this is the first actual picture of her ever to be taken.
And you know what I'm realizing as well? That the fact that the only thing we're seeing is the hands makes it so that we cannot determine if it's a male or female in there. There's no body type. We're defeating Batman.
Dang it! I can't believe someone was able to actually capture her on film. But couldn't this just be some Lady Kira fan? You know, like you, Maya?
You mean like a cosplayer? rebels are no joke, Nick. They're trained in hand-to-hand combat and stuff.
The hero Gotham deserves. Yeah, this is just basically Batman.
This is going to be the plot of The Dark Knight, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
You think some regular cosplayer can take on people like that dressed in a costume alone?
Ooh, what if LaBelle comes back to actually be Joker?
Oh my god. We just put them side by side. LaBelle.
See?
You cannot do this to Gotham. LaBelle, stop it. It's a Pokemon, LaBelle. I got a Pokemon, Patsy. Can you guess which Pokemon I have?
That's why she has to be the real deal. It gives me chills just thinking about it. I bet Lady Kira's spirit possessed the sacred robe or something.
A spirit possessing a piece of cloth. Maybe you should cut back on all those action superhero shows, Maya.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're just jealous that I'm still young at heart. I've got a real office to run now, so I've got to keep it real. Right?
I don't know who you're talking about, but that's definitely not me.
You've really lost your edge since I last saw you.
I mean, I did see Edgeworth a few months back. It's like, oh, Nick!
Those spikes of yours have grown really dull, and there's even one that's drooping.
Can we leave my hair out of this?
Anyway, I swear that Lady Kira I swear that the Lady Kira people have been spotting
Whoops. Okay, let me try that again.
Anyway, I swear that the Lady Kira people have been spotting is the real deal. Besides, it's just so much more fun to believe it's true, you know?
You know, fair enough.
Can't believe you really buy all that. Although I wonder I can't speak anymore. Although I wonder who's under that robe. Do you think Pearl is still Narumeo's shipper? Oh, I get it, because Phoenix's Japanese name is Naruhodo. I mean, it'd be nice to know I'm not alone.
But Mr. Wright, she's the talk of the town. She even gave me this great new food idea. I'm gonna be at the it's gonna be like a soul bun, but based on Lady Kira. I'm gonna call it Kira Bun.
Talk about a Kira business strategy. Oh, I get it. Let's talk about a Kira business strategy. I think it's a play on killer.
Oh, is that what it is? Kira, the killer?
Kira?
Kira.
I think it's Kira. Kira business strategy. Killer, Kira.
Killa? I'm trying to think of other ways we can pronounce the K-E-E. But no, two E's typically give like a key, so Kira. Although it has to be a pun in there somewhere.
Yeah. Come on, Maya. Just admit you're running around dressed as Lady Kira already. You're not... Oh. Please tell me you're joking.
I guess the jig is up.
What? Is it really true, Miss Maya?
Indeed, it is I, Lady Kira. After hundreds of years, I've returned in this lovely young lady's body.
What? Oh my gosh, the puppy. The puppy doing Looney Tune time in the air before falling.
Only a minion of the defiant dragon could see through my disguise. Now, feel my wrath, foul lawyer. Hey-ya!
Ow!
Mr. Right!
Just kidding. I mean, come on. I may be dressing up as Lady Kira for the right today, but there's no way I could ever beat up one of those rebel types.
I don't know. That was a pretty solid left hook she just threw.
I am the knight. Oh, you were just trying to be funny. You really had me going there for a second. Oh my gosh, the puppy's eyes is priceless. It's like, yo, bro. He's like, what the heck, bro?
It's like, is it safe to come out from behind here? No one can be that naive, right?
Barbecue bacon burger. Ooh, that sounds pretty good.
I would like one of those. Well, I hope you enjoyed playing superhero at the right today.
Oh, when you put it that way, I'm even more hyped about it now than I was already. Oh, I hear the sound of the High Priest's footsteps. I better get going.
His footsteps.
During the rite, he wears these really big bells on his ankles. That way I know he's coming. Pretty handy, right? Well, see you later.
I doubt they're actually meant to be a stop slacking warning for you, Maya.
Miss Maya's always so bright and cheerful.
Yeah, I'm glad to see she hasn't changed. As in, at all. I wonder if this means her training's been all for naught. I hope not.
Ah, it's Acolyte Zealot. Oh my gosh, Zealot.
Like zealots. Acolyte Zealot?
Look, he's the one praying in the red and saffron robe. He's a disciple of the. He's a disciple of the High Priestess Abu Emin, and lives and trains at his house. See how he prays in the cold without moving a muscle?
Yeah, I could never do that.
Ah, it's Abu in me. The purification rite is about to begin.
I think that's Abbott.
Abbott?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Abbott. Abbott in me.
Abbott Emin.
So that's the sacred robe Maya will be wearing during the rite. It looks almost exactly like what that figure in the newspaper photo was wearing. Whoever it is must have worked really hard to copy it.
Please, sir, it's not a good idea to stare like that.
That's Albie.
Oh, that's Albie. Well, please, sir, it's not a good idea to stare like that. You could be struck blind.
Just give me a few more seconds. I mean, this isn't something you see every day. Oh, those bells on the High Priest's ankles. They're a lot bigger than I thought they'd be.
Mr. Wright, it's time to enter the prayer pose like everyone else. Those who don't will suffer the wrath of the Holy Mother. Thank you, Wolfo. For $2, the About family. Oh,
Abbott.
The Abbott family. Unique. I get it. Instead of the Addams family. Nice,
I
Wolfo.
getcha. Okay, let's Let's see. First I kneel down and cross my ankles, then I bow forward. Ouch! Great. Now all I can see is the ground and my back is killing me.
You really should have trained for this, sir.
Wait a second. How long are we supposed to stay like this, LB?
The rite requires that we stay like this until the day after tomorrow.
Oh, hell no. That's 2 whole days! I don't feel so... Are you serious?
Mr. Wright, are you okay, sir? Somebody help!
You're right.
Mr. Wright, please, you have to get up.
Ow! My aching. Albie? Where are we?
The High Priestess' house at the foot of the Plaza of Devotion.
Guess I passed out from that back pain.
How bad is your posture?
Pretty bad. They must have carried me all the way here.
They're like damn tourists. They're tracking him back. Something terrible's happened. It's Miss Maya. She's. Oh, just follow me in the Plaza Devotion. Oh my God! Phoenix falls asleep. Literally falls asleep for 5 minutes. He meets up with Maya. She comes back. He takes his eyes away for 5 seconds, and she's already convicted.
Something must have happened while I passed out.
Miss Maya, she's been arrested.
What? He passed out for hours. It's now the next day.
It's the next day. He fell asleep.
Oh, give me a break. You people are still here?
They're like, oh, there's someone getting murdered. Okay, we're you know what? I'm not a snitch. We keep our prayers going. Thank you so much, Anthony. About in me and that's a rebel. Oh, with the names of the peeps of in this case. Okay. About in me.
Where's Maya?
I mean, probably in the jail. Just take it easy, all right?
But I'm telling you, I haven't done anything wrong.
Humph. You could talk all you want back at the station.
Let me go!
Maya!
Nick, I didn't kill him! I swear I didn't!
Quiet, you! Come along peacefully or suffer the consequences.
Wait a second! What on earth is going on?
I don't know who you are, but if you don't get out of my way. Hey, back off, officer. Oh.
Emma! What the hell are you doing here? Emma? Emma Sky? What's she doing in Karayan?
Emma's just like, hey, how you doing?
I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright, but we're placing Maya under arrest.
Wait, is this the first time they've interacted? Emma and Maya?
Emma and Maya? Oh, snap. Actually, yeah.
Wow.
What a way to meet up. What a way to meet for the first time. All right, take her down to the station, but with respect. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, this is a fight. How the hell do you do? So, What are you doing in Korian, Emma?
It's a long story. Anyway, what are you doing in Korian, Mr. Wright?
Same here. It's a long story. But we can get caught up later. Right now, I need to know what happened.
Maya's, well, under arrest for the murder of the High Priest.
The priest that
About
we
to have a kid.
the priest that we saw alive right before Phoenix passed out from back pain.
Nobody passes out from back pain. Isn't that a little weird?
You know what? I didn't even think about that.
Wait, the High Priest was murdered? His wife's literally about to give birth to their baby. This is not. I'm not happy.
That is
There's nothing
sad.
happy. What happened, Emma? Please tell me everything you can.
Well, basically, there was a murder during the rite, and it was performed last night. Or as it was being performed last night. The victim, Tahurst in me.
Like
Tarust.
trust in me.
Trust in me.
Trusted me.
Tarust in me. The high priest who was presiding over the rite.
Wait, hold on. Last night? You mean to tell me an entire day's passed since the purification rite?
That's right, sir. You passed out for a whole day from your back pain.
I never knew my back's like a ticking time bomb. I better take care of it. Get yourself a chirp wheel, Phoenix. You ever used a chirp wheel?
No, I don't think so.
Get yourself a chirp wheel. You will thank me later.
The murder took place at the inner sanctum, where the rite was being held. The inner sanctum.
In the place where the spirit of Lady Karan is enshrined. It's through that gate over there and up at the top of the mountain stairs just beyond.
Oh, so that's why everyone is offering their prayers in that direction.
Looks like there's some audio issues again. I have Discord up. You know, we had issues last time. Let's try up in the volume. Okay, that should help things out.
Okay. Oh, so that's why everyone's offering their prayers in that direction.
So this is a boot in me.
Abbott.
Abbott in me. Is it Abbott in me?
I'm pretty sure that's Abbott.
Abbott and me and Miss Maya went up to the inner sanctum to begin the rite. Just after they finished the prayer you fainted in the middle of.
So, who do you think killed the High Priest?
Unfortunately, Maya is our sole suspect right now.
About? Apparently, according to Anthony, it's supposed to be closer to about. About
Okay.
in me? Let me see that real quick. About in me or Abbott in me? I mean, about makes sense, but I don't get what it's trying to say here. Wait, who is about?
We don't have him in the court record. I guess we gotta wait until we have a autopsy report. Or well, no, wait. This is the guy that was murdered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who this about guy is. Okay.
Unfortunately, Maya is our sole suspect. During the rite, the the inner sanctum was off limits to the general public. So then only the High Priest and Maya could have been there when the murder occurred? Right. Plus, the inner sanctum is on the side of a very steep mountain.
Oh, About is the guy who was praying before. Oh, okay, that's right.
Oh, right. The guy at it's like the top row, center.
Mm-hmm. The red robe guy.
The only way up there is the stairway that starts here at the Plaza of Devotion.
The stairway to heaven.
So that's why she's been arrested. Also, the crime scene was only discovered after Maya came down alone. She's the one who told the worshippers in the plaza that the High Priest was dead. And she made a police statement to that effect.
So she self-reported is what they're saying.
So she was the first one to discover the body that definitely... So she was the first one to discover the body. Well, that definitely doesn't help. That makes it even less likely that someone else was there at the crime scene.
Mr. Wright, sir. Are you going to defend Miss Maya?
Yes, of course. There's no way she killed anyone.
Yeah, I don't believe it either. She's been framed. But this is really something else, huh, Mr. Wright? I mean, who would have thought you'd have to take on that horrible court again?
We're gonna have to deal with this little princess again. Tell me about it. I never thought I'd have to go through another trial.
Phoenix, you knew Maya was going to be in this country. Don't tell me that thought never crossed your mind. Just slightly. Like, you know what? It is Maya. Maybe. Maybe I should brush up on the customs laws, you know?
Where the divination seance determines... Oh yeah. Where the divination seance determines all, and the defense lawyers are unwelcome. So, what brings you here, Emma? Back in the US, I was working a case with an international prosecutor from Korean. Oh yeah. He told me this is where I could see the latest techniques in international forensic science. I can't believe I fell for it. I mean, just look at this place. It's like we've gone back in time. Yeah, I can't say I've been impressed with the police work I've seen so far. Still, he said he takes on cases from around the world. So maybe next time he'll have one in a major city somewhere. So wait, he's back here now? Okay.
Yeah, probably. He's probably I think he's the prosecutor for this game.
Oh boy. Sounds like this prosecutor has taken a liking to you, Emma. After all, it's not every day a prosecutor takes a detective with them overseas.
I like to imagine Edgeworth would do that with Gumshoe.
He would not. He would not. Never. No.
Oh my gosh. I can imagine.
Edgeworth has like a I put up with him kind of relationship with Gumshoe.
I'm not with stupid. It's just what he has like a t-shirt that's saying that.
I wonder. He's calm and kind and almost always has a smile on his face.
Emma, get those digits, man. Come on.
But it's hard to tell what he's really thinking.
Come on, Emma. Do it.
Digits?
Get his number.
This international prosecutor, is he the one who handled Trucy's case? Yes, he is! I take it he'll be the prosecutor on this one too? Yes, Prosecutor Shadmati has already been assigned.
But Prosecutor Shadamare! Polakare!
You know him, Albi?
Of course! Everyone in Karane does. He's a highly revealed individual, both as a prosecutor and a monk. If you go up against Prosecutor Shadamare, you incur the Holy Mother's wrath.
But it's my job to, as a lawyer.
Oh, right! Sorry. That's right, you're a lawyer. You don't believe in the Holy Mother. I'm sorry about that.
Just great. A prosecutor is also a revered monk in a deeply religious country. This trial's shaping up to be even more uniquely. This trial's shaping up to be even more uniquely Koreanese than the last one. I'm not sure I should be saying this, but he's a formidable opponent. Yeah, I heard Apollo had a really tough time, so I'd better give it everything I got. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Emma. They treat lawyers like criminals here. Come to think of it, Prosecutor Shadmati mentioned something to that effect. I'm not sure how much I can help, but I'll do what I can. Really? Are you sure you aren't going to get in trouble for helping the enemy? Oh. He did come down on me pretty hard when I tried to help Trucy in the last trial. Let's just say, I'll help where I can. Thanks, but don't go getting yourself in trouble on my account, okay? Prosecutor Shadmati sounds pretty strict. So first things first, let's start with this. Hot off the press, it's a high priest autopsy report.
Cause of death was blood loss from an abdominal wound delivered by a bladed weapon.
The victim bled to death from a deep stab wound to the abdomen. Ow. The murder weapon is believed to be Lady Kira's, warbad.
Warbad. Warbad.
Warbad dagger. It's used during the rite. However, the dagger has yet to be found. Lady Kira's dagger, huh? I think Maya mentioned something about a dagger.
Who wouldn't want to be a kick-butt warrior who takes on evil with a wicked dagger?
Right. Whatever floats your boat. And isn't that rebel hunter posing as Lady Kira's also armed with a dagger? Oh boy. Of course. Hers must be a replica, right?
I am noticing there is a little snake hilt right there, so better keep that in mind.
Huh. Would it be okay for me to go and take a look at the crime scene, Emma?
But the police have already wrapped up their investigation. But the location itself is off limits to the general public, so I'm not sure.
Emma, please! I'm begging you! Just like the police, I need access if I'm going to mount a viable defense. Alright then. Leave it to me. I'll explain the situation to Prosecutor Shadmati and the police later. Thanks, Emma. You have quite a climb ahead of you, so be sure to watch your step. Wait, you're not coming with me? Oh no! I'm not climbing up there again, no way! Is it really that bad? I wonder if my back can handle it.
You get to go and you get to go to the inner sanctum? Oh, you're so lucky, Mr. Wright.
Why don't you join me, Albie?
That's crazy talk, sir. If a commoner like myself were to set foot in there, I'd surely be cursed for all eternity.
Because the inner sanctum is off limits for you? Or because the inner sanctum is off limits for you, huh?
For the dog, actually.
Oh well, guess I'll have to face this all by my lonesome. By the way, what about all the people still praying here? Aren't they gonna go home? The custom of this rite require that they not move from the spot until tomorrow afternoon. It doesn't faze them to have police milling about. Some of them are even off-duty cops. Wow. I guess this is what it's like to live in a deeply religious society, huh?
Well, all right then, let's move on then. May 10th, Inner Sanctum. Oh, is that the
That's
princess?
princess.
Oh, it's the princess.
Oh boy. This is gonna be awkward. It's really high up and really, really cold. What did I do to deserve this? At least I made it. I better get started while I can still feel my fingers. Huh? Who's that? Kinda looks like... You know, I said princess to insult her a while ago, but wasn't she actually like some kind of princess?
Yeah, she's legit the princess.
Excuse me? Dude, there's blood on that statue.
Which statue?
The one behind her that you can't see now that she's here.
Oh,
Who voiced her?
I think it might have been me.
Okay.
Ah, it's you! Do you even know where you are, barbed head?
Of course I do. May I ask why you're here? Your benevolence?
I came to pray for the High Priestess's soul. But what are you doing here? This is one of the most sacred spots in Koreanism. Unscrupulous lawyers such as you have no business being here.
But I'm not unscrupulous.
Quiet! You dared to find fault with my insight at every turn the other day.
She's still sore about that trial? As you know, your benevolence, a murder has occurred, and I need to investigate.
But we know the killer is one of your own.
In my country, suspects are innocent until proven guilty. Plus, she's a serious student of the spirit channeling who came here to study. So, can't you at least give her a chance to explain what happened?
All practitioners from overseas are big, phony balonies. And her wish to train in the homeland of spirit channeling is but a bit of prestige.
Seems like nothing I say will convince her otherwise, thanks to that last trial. Tweedledeed and Tweedledum and Tweedledee really did a number on her impression of foreigners. As the defense attorney on this case, I really need to investigate this crime scene, and I need to do it now. They've even been authorized by the police, so...
What's this? You intend to make a mockery of our sacred hall of justice once more?
No, I simply want to defend my client.
Which means you have come to forge evidence, then. I knew all lawyers were criminals. I must now redouble my vigilance.
Ouch, that's unfair. Who taught you to demonize a whole group of people anyway?
My mother and father. Do you have an issue with their parental guidance?
No, I would never dare criticize a royal couple. I still can't imagine what lawyers here must have done to garner such hatred.
Oh! I just had the most wonderful idea, Barbed Head.
Why do I have a bad feeling about that glint in her eye?
The most wonderful idea.
So what is this most wonderful idea of yours?
If you are to investigate this murder, then I shall oversee your every move, so as to prevent any misdeeds, naturally.
What? You want to follow me around the entire time? Oh, no.
Of course. Now that not that I want to, mind you. And I will not tolerate any objections. Understood?
She can't do this to me.
What was that, Barbed Head?
Oh, no, it's nothing.
Very well, then. Let us get this investigation over with. We mustn't stay here in the Inter Sanctum a moment longer than necessary.
Please don't rush me.
It is not without reason that I insist on a speedy investigation, Barbed Head. I'm a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, you see, who guides the people of Karane. Karane. As such, I must not sully myself with the blood of battle that Lady Kira bears.
The blood of battle? If it's that big of a problem, why don't you head on down now? I won't do anything, I promise.
No, lawyers are never to be trusted. Now, make haste so that we may leave here soon. Oh, and one more thing.
What now?
Your victory the other day was but a stroke of fortune. But this time, my insight shall reveal the absolute truth. So brace yourself for a defeat most bitter, lawyer.
I will. Now, can I get on with my investigation?
As long as you know where we stand.
I better hurry and poke around for clues before she changes her mind.
Oh.
Yeah, that thing has blood all over it.
Yeah. It's also kind of abdomen located.
Huh.
This could probably be the weapon. I mean, it's sharp enough.
Let's take a closer look, shall we? Whoa! This is blood!
This is a statue of Warbad, the bird of which Lady Karan based her appearance. The bird's name is Warbad. That's awesome.
That is kind of a cool name. And all of this blood is from the High Priest, huh?
He no doubt embraced the statue in the hopes that Lady Karan would save him from death. May his soul rest in peace.
Considering the amount of blood, he must have been stabbed with considerable force. There's no way Maya would be strong enough to deliver such a blow. How is that water and not ice? Seriously, it's so cold up there.
Right? I mean, if it's running, that could help it. It might be heated as well.
Maybe.
It could be heated because of the fact that for the ritual they have to bathe Lady Kira.
It's stained red by the High Priest's blood.
The spring shall run red upon Lady Kiran's return.
What's that from?
An old legend.
Wait, does that mean...
Oh, it's supposed to be red.
that the rebel hunting Lady Kira in the newspaper is the real deal? Nah, that's crazy talk. Hey, isn't this Lady Kira's robe?
Oh, Holy Mother! Lady Kiran's robe is...
I know how you feel, but we should leave it as it is to preserve the crime scene.
You imbecile! This is the actual robe Lady Kiran once wore!
It is? What the heck is it made of? I mean, nothing should look this good after a few hundred years.
Enough! If I say it's the actual robe, it is the actual robe! That foul murderer shall not get away with this!
It is tough to see a piece of history sloppily tossed on the ground like this, though. It even looked like it's been mended a number of times. Robe kind of smells.
How dare you insult such a sacred piece of clothing like that?
No, I meant that it smells like incense.
Oh. Oh, I see. The scent you detect is from the sacred incense used to purify Lady Kiran's robe. Whenever a rite is to be performed, the robe is first scented with sacred incense.
This still smells like incense now.
Must have just recently been.
The scent must have been stronger last night when the victim was killed.
Better keep that in mind with the rite as well. You know, when we do the look into the well.
Okay. It's a lantern. And it's still lit.
Of course it is. But this one isn't.
Ah, good catching that.
The sacred flames in the 4 lanterns here have burned for centuries. What about the bottom left one? Anyone who extinguishes even one of them would be put to death immediately.
I'm just noticing now, you can see one of the braces on that one is broken off.
Yes. There might have been a struggle.
Oh. I didn't read that.
Oh, whoops.
So that's why they're outfitted with glass wind guards. Still, I better keep my distance, just in case. So the moon and the lanterns were the only sources of light up here last night?
The rite is performed by the light of the full moon because moonlight is a purifying force.
I see.
No touching!
I wasn't going to!
Oh, I was about to say, is that why there's, like, moths? But I think they're more butterflies. With the...
Most likely butterflies.
Oh, oh, ho, ho. What is this?
A bloodstained scrap of paper. Looks like some kind of note or letter, perhaps?
I was thinking blow him out before she said that. You're like, oh, I'm gonna blow out this. Smokey says I'm the one that prevents wildfires. You will die if you do so. Okay, never mind. Smokey never told me that.
But it's written in Chinese, so I can't read a lick.
Let me see that. Once the flame is lit, then... will be. This is simply impossible to read. Wait.
What is it?
The dragon.
Oh.
Oh, we might have the gang involvement here.
Oh, no.
The stamp in the lower right. It's the mark of those insurgents. The Defiant Dragon.
Phoenix Wright's truly about to take on his most dangerous case. Drug cartels.
The rebel group? What's it doing here?
You know, if Jimmy McGill couldn't handle the cartel, what is Phoenix Wright going to do?
He could ask Rudy Giuliani for help.
Fair.
Is there some kind of connection between the High Priest and the rebels?
It's Ridley. Ridley's involved.
Looks like that about does it for this area. That lantern looks broken, but it's hard to make out the details from this angle. Take a closer look when I'm in better spot.
Oh yeah, I forgot I could do this. Oh no, the light is still working.
It is? Well, then why is it broken?
Yeah, why is it broken?
I think I'd better go take a closer look.
Yeah, why is this portion shoveled?
There's no snow here. Maybe it was removed because it would interfere with the rite?
The day before the rites, the temperature in this area plunges below freezing. Even the Plaza of Devotion was covered in a layer of white frost.
Must be the elevation. It wasn't all that cold back in the town, as I recall.
Permafrost is a bitch right there.
This lantern is damaged. The wind guard is completely broken.
Damaged? Was this your doing?
No! I didn't even touch it!
Humph. Then perhaps a falling rock struck it. I will request that it will be repaired when we are finished here. Of course, I doubt you will live long enough to see it restored.
I'll be back to take a look. You'll see.
The snow has obviously been cleared away, and the lantern is broken. I still have the camera I brought to take pictures of my trip. I should snap one of this area, just in case. Nothing else particularly interesting here.
I like that boulder.
This rock must have fallen from higher up on the mountain. It's like the perfect perch for taking a peek over the curtain. Well, up I go. Wow, what an incredible view. It almost boggles the mind.
That is a pretty view.
I've never seen a mountain that was an actual perfect triangle, though.
They must be pretty new mountains. Get down from there this instant!
Right, sorry, I'll be right down.
Looks like the inner sanctum is just slightly higher up than the top of that mountain. I guess that confirms the stairs from the Plaza of Devotion are the only way up here.
Oh?
Something hanging off the ritual curtain there. These look like the prayer flags down at the Plaza of Devotion.
And they're stitched together. Interesting. Except they are arranged like no prayer flags I've ever seen.
How so?
All of those flags have been sewn together.
Hey, you're right. It's like they're one big banner now.
There is something written on a piece of it. Donated by Trust in Me. It seems this piece is from a donation about in me made at some point. Trust in Me, about in me. Are they brothers by chance?
Probably.
I'm trying to think what about in me actually means, because I get what Anthony's saying. Like, about in me, that makes sense. I don't get it in like a outside of, okay, yeah, it's about, but I don't know why, like what the pun is supposed to be, you know?
Abound? That's my only guess.
During the rite, the inner sanctum was fully enclosed by this ritual curtain, making this case something of a locked room mystery.
A curtain around the perimeter of the sanctum, isolating it from the outside world. The entrance was shut during the rite. The purification rite is akin to a bathing ritual for Lady Kiran. Therefore, it must be closed off from the outside world.
Oh, so the inner sanctum is like her private bathroom.
Indeed. So see to it that you keep it clean.
This flap in the center acts as the ritual curtain's door, but that's about it.
And what was that shrill scream for? And what was that shrill scream for just now?
It's just... I'm afraid of the heights. I didn't notice it as I was climbing up, but now that I can see it all the way down... Ooh. I guess that flight of stairs from the Plaza of Devotion really is the only way up or down. Statue of a bird. Guess I'll take a closer look at it.
It's an eye hole.
Look, the bird's missing its eye. I feel sorry for the poor fella.
Are you the one who took it?
Of course not!
Humph. The statue has been here for ages. I suppose some damage is to be expected. I shall ask my mother to have it repaired.
No wonder there are no lawyers left. I'd leave too if I were always treated like this.
I don't think I'll find anything else of interest around here. What an amazing wall painting. So this is Lady Kira.
You know what? We get a good view. Crap, we don't have a view of the... We got a good view of the dagger, so it's supposed to be like a crow.
Huh.
But I could have sworn it looked like a snake in the newspaper.
Maybe we'll get another chance to see that newspaper picture.
Do you see the red mark upon her brow? That is the character for death in Karananese. It is a mark to resolve to fight to the end. There are many different marks we make on our bodies, each with a different meaning.
Interesting. Come to think of it, you have marks on your face, your benevolence. So did the High Priest.
The High Priest's marks are those of a monk, while mine are of a royal priestess. All members of the Karanist clergy have such marks upon them. The shape and location of the marks vary in accordance to conditions like status and age. And all records about them are kept at Temple? Is it really Temple? Temple.
They just stopped trying in some of these.
Pony Island. Pony.
Pony.
So it's kind of like a national ID registry, huh? If you saw that episode of Full Metal Panic, you would have been quoting Pony this whole time.
Pony.
Pony. Like, I'm telling you, it's like he's communicating an entire language with just that word. Pony.
I gotta look this up afterwards.
I will show you it afterwards.
Okay, perfect.
Is that a weapon in her? Is that a weapon in her hand?
Yes, it is Lady Kiran's dagger, the very same one used in the rite. Welcome back, Plushie. You didn't miss too much. It is made to resemble the warbad, the bird Lady Kiran fashioned herself after.
So that dagger is the weapon that took the High Priest's life.
Okay, so it's not a crow. It's more like a. It looked like more like a crane. If you wish to know more about Lady Kiran, you need but ask.
I get the feeling she's going to be super relevant in this case. I should definitely ask the princess for more details.
Wolfo said he saw the clip.
This mountain face is like a towering wall. There are characters carved into it, but I have no idea what they mean.
There is a prison at the apex of this mountain.
A prison? Way up here?
It is said that Lady Kiran laid those she defeated to rest atop this mountain, so that their souls would not spawn evil spirits.
I'm feeling queasy just thinking about being all the way up here. And the fact that it's a prison just makes it worse.
You know, there's some prisons out there in the real world that have no fences because they're in like such isolated locations.
That would make sense.
If I remember correctly, I think one is located in Louisiana.
In Louisiana, of all places.
Yeah. I think like on one side it's a swamp, and another side is just nothing but just fields.
That sounds like a very easily escapable place.
It's all flat land, so like it has miles of visibility.
You still wouldn't want to risk that, personally. Or I think. Could you tell me about this place, your benevolence?
I have nothing to say to you, lawyer.
Is it because you don't actually know much about it?
Oh, she's pissed. You ill-mannered. I am the crown princess of Karane. There is nothing I do not know. Nah. Nana.
Whoa! Where'd she come from? Hey! No cheating!
She legit just pulled the audience. Silence, barbed head. Nana's knowledge is my knowledge. End of discussion.
What is she? Your pocket internet?
The spring is where Lady Kiran came to cleanse her body of the blood of battle. And today's purification rite is a ceremony that traces its origins back to those days. Cleansing Lady Kiran's robe in this sacred water lends one courage for the next battle.
I see. Thank you for that excellent explanation.
So maybe the divine dragons wanted to like cleanse themselves? Or
I have no idea.
Or maybe they figured this would be the best way to strike. Like, you know, how else would you strike a like monarchy that's incredibly religious, but to hit them in one of the most sacred rituals, taking out one of their priests?
That would be painful for the monarchy, definitely.
I think we got a motive here. Commoners are normally barred from here, except for the day of the rite.
Who normally controls the access to this place?
The high priest and his family are responsible for that.
The high priest and his family, huh? Could you tell me about the high priest and his family?
About me lives with his wife and his disciple, acolyte Puree Zealot. Purely Zealot? Puree
Zealot.
Puree Zealot. A young man the couple took into their homes upon finding him near our kingdom's border.
Speaking of his wife, isn't she the one who usually plays the role of Lady Kira?
Yes, yes, but as she is with child, the role was appointed to someone else. The killer no doubt offered to stand in, as she saw it as a chance to slay the high priest.
No, you have it backwards. He was the one who asked Maya to stand in.
Then that braggart must have embellished her qualifications.
I'm really not sure how she could. Besides, why didn't you stand in for the high priest's wife then?
Did I not tell you before? As a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, the role of Lady Kiran is forbidden to me. For those descended of of her holiness must not defile their bodies with the blood of battle.
Oh, yeah, you did say that, didn't you? I should probably talk with the High Priest's wife and Acolyte Zealot later. Could you tell me more about this lady Kira?
As an outsider, I suppose your ignorance is all but unavoidable.
Whatever happened to you need but ask?
Nanya! Lady Kiran was the Holy Mother's younger sister. But unlike her older sisters, she lacked the ability to channel spirits. However, it is said that none could equal her skill with the dagger.
A dagger? Well, this became relevant fast.
The Holy Mother guides our souls, and Lady Kira keeps the peace with her dagger. Lady Kira was prepared to die for her people. Imagine that's the last thing you see before you die. She cloaked herself in a sacred battle robe and concealed her face as her sister did.
Okay, but who was she fighting against?
Throughout our history, we have been set upon by rebels. Now is no different. For our enemy now is the Defiant Dragons, led by the insurgent Dirk.
So Lady Kira played a role akin to the police, huh? So what's with the bird imagery?
Lady Kiran's robe is fashioned in the likeness of a warbird. It is a fearsome bird that is unique to Kuranin.
I see. And what about the recent rebel hunter, Lady Kira? Who do you think she is? That looks like the regular dagger.
It looks like a snake head.
I can kind of see the beak of the crow.
I don't know. That kind of looks like a little like a mouth. I don't know. Can't really. Maybe we'll find the dagger soon. I have heard about her, but I have yet to ascertain the truth. However, I believe her to be a vigilante, or more precisely, a patriot.
Those are two very different things.
I guess depending on your point of view.
I mean, a vigilante is someone who goes out and kills people.
I don't know about necessarily killing, but it's just they take justice in their own hands.
Yeah, fair point. A patriot is just someone who likes their country.
Technically, a patriot could also be a vigilante. They just take justice of their country to their own hands.
I get that, but I wouldn't say they're two peas of the same pod. I'd say some vigilantes act out of patriotism, sure.
No, I'm just saying, like, you can, like, some people might describe them as the same. Not necessarily saying that they're the same.
I think that's kind of a, a disingenuous comparison.
I mean, I feel as if they're, like, to throw, like, another vigilante in there, I feel as if the people of Gotham might see Batman as a vigilante that's also a patriot to the city.
Yeah. But people who just like living in Gotham doesn't make them vigilantes. That just makes them patriots.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, they could see like, Batman protecting Gotham as also a patriot.
Uh-huh. But a vigilante and a patriot are still two different things.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying they're not they're the same thing. I'm just saying you can like certain people can see them in the same light or seem as the same.
Maybe from a motive perspective, but not from a definition perspective.
Oh no.
That about does it for the inner sanctum. I should probably head back to the Plaza of Devotion and let Emma know I'm done. After all, she's the one putting her neck on the line for me to investigate this place.
She's like, all right, bye. Is it just me, or does the rival clan thing feel like that it goes back to the, with the crow, or with the yokais? Yeah, a little bit.
Wow, they're still praying.
The religious devotion of our people is the pride of our kingdom. Come what may, they will continue to pray until tomorrow afternoon.
Well, I will say this. This level of devotion is certainly to be respected. Now to find Emma.
Huh?
You-
Wait.
Okay, that's
You know what?
perfect.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
No, that you take them.
All right. I want to ask you something. Okay. Do you know me? And do I know you? Well, I'm Phoenix. Phoenix Wright. I'm a lawyer. No! No! I want to know if you know who I am!
Please tell me this is Larry Butts just in an outfit.
Huh? How should I know? I've never even seen you before.
This guy's acting real strange. Wonder if he has amnesia or something. I should talk to him a little more just in case he's connected to the case somehow. Are you having trouble remembering who you are?
Ah! I'm sorry if I offended you!
He's eating lizards.
He's eating fried geckos!
He has an unlimited supply.
He's still going!
You.
This is disgusting. Whew. Thought he was going to pull a weapon on me.
But he's just pulling some snacks out one after another.
Him and Emma would be like friends. They'd just be snacking.
I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to do.
My man has no memory whatsoever, but he knows that he has to chow down on some lizards. Fair.
I know it's something important.
Do you know this man or something, Barbed Head?
No, I've just said I've never seen him before, didn't I? Are you Lady Kira?
You know of Lady Kira? Then you are Colonese, I take it.
Maybe. Wait, are those lizards he's eating? What? You want one? No, thanks. I just ate. Ah, I remember. Get a load of this. Well?
Well, what?
I believe he suffers from a far more serious malady than mere memory loss.
No good, huh? Guess I'll try somebody else.
So, who was that man, and what did he want, Barbed Head?
I wish I knew.
Hey, Mr. Wright!
Ah, what now?
Emma. What's wrong? Did I surprise you that I didn't surprise you that badly, did I?
Oh, no, it's nothing.
Actually, I've been looking for you. I wanted to tell you I investigated the crime scene. I hope it wasn't too much trouble getting my investigation from the Inner Sanctum approved. Oh, it was fine. Prosecutor Shadmati gave his okay straight away. Seems like a rather fair-minded prosecutor. He said that you would probably give up once you saw the crime scene for yourself. And that moving on before the trial began would be the smart thing to do. He must be feeling really confident about his case.
Well, just so you know, I have no intention of giving up.
I figured. That's why I've prepared a little gift for you. I thought it might help your investigation. Here, it's all yours. I wanted to bring you a bunch of other forensics tools, but they were confiscated at the airport.
Oh no.
Luminal testing fluid. This might actually come in handy.
Why did the film we're gonna find the dagger and it has no blood on it?
Oh boy. I also made a copy of this crime scene photo for you.
Emma comes in here and just gets shit done.
She does.
She's like, oh, this place has terrible forensics. Here, I'll get everything done for you. Here's this, and oh, here's something to test blood, and oh, I found this for you, and you got a dinner appointment at 6 p.m.
Thanks. All this will definitely come in handy.
Oh my goodness.
He's like, ah!
So this is what the High Priest's body looks like after the murder. I'll keep this along with the picture I took at the crime scene. Oh, yeah! They're done questioning Maya. Really? I should go pay her a visit then. Poor Maya. She must be feeling pretty lonely. I should let her know that I'll be defending her too. Oh, shoot! Look at the time! I have to get going. You sure seem busy. That's because his ephemeral. That's because his ephemeral. That's because his ephemeral holiness is a real slave driver. His ephemeral holiness? Prosecutor Shadmati. He's like the world's hardest riddle, wrapped in a flowy sash. I keep wondering if it's just a clash of cultures type thing, you know? Like, he'll ask the most insane things of me without batting a single long eyelash of his. This Prosecutor Shadmati sounds like he's used to holding some serious clout. Why do I have such bad luck with prosecutors? First it was the glimmerous fop. Now I'm finally rid of that grating, bling-loving Europhile. I get this guy! Oh no, I'm really going to be late. He'll probably make me listen to one of those really long surits again. I'll see you later. makes her listen to sutras. Sounds like Emma's got it pretty rough too.
She does not appreciate Prosecutor Shadamane's sutras. What ingratitude. It appears that she, too, is lacking in religious devotion.
I don't think that's what her problem is here. Besides, Emma's not even a Koreanist.
All right, I'm going to take a quick break.
All right, I'll fill up my water.
Okay, cool. We'll be right back, chat. Sit tight. All right, guys, I am back. Sorry about that. It was, I was holding in for a little bit. Just been, it just happens when you have a lot of drinks. A lot of talking requires you to have to drink a lot. We'll just end it at that. So, how is everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a good time. You know what? While we're here, we could take a look at the court record, see if anything has changed. Okay, so the picture with the lantern is in the it's paired together here. And I mean, the bells isn't really shown, but I think it's the ribbons kind of help with that. May 9th newspaper. Lydia Kieran returned to returns to battle rebels. Some town elders see her as Lady Kieran in the flesh. Some rumors are fueled with enthusiasm. The thick white ice that froze the ground in the inner sanctum to the plaza to the devotion until yesterday has melted. The rite can now go on as planned. We give thanks to the blessing of the Holy Mother. Oh. May 9th, escape prisoner. Police are asking the kingdom's subjects to be on the lookout for a male insurgent who escaped the Royal Penitentiary number 4 yesterday. Oh, snap. Is that the same prison on the same mountain? Okay, I did not. I'm glad we took a look at that.
All right, I'm back. What did I miss?
Welcome back. I found something looking through the evidence.
What's that?
The May 9th paper. This happened yesterday, I believe.
Okay.
Escape prisoner alert.
Huh? Wait, police are asking the Kingdom subjects to be on the lookout for a male insurgent who escaped from Royal Penitentiary number 4 yesterday.
Do we know where Royal Penitentiary number 4 is?
No, but we do know of a prison that's right above the inner sanctum. Yeah, that's not good.
Most interesting. Maya, you look like you've seen better days.
This should be like a normal thing for you.
I don't like that it is, Nick.
Nick! I knew you'd come.
Maya, she sure looks tired. How are you holding up?
It wasn't me, but no one will believe me.
I have to admit, I'm still a bit in shock. Who'd have thought you'd get caught up in something like this, and so far from home? But I'm going to defend you, so hang in there. We can do this if we work together.
I thought shipping you away from the United States was gonna help.
I did not take into account the cultural differences.
This is all my fault. I mean, you came to Cryan just to visit me. We hadn't seen each other in ages, and then this happens.
I haven't seen her this down in ages either. Come on! Remember who you're talking to! Besides, I thought you'd be used to being the usual suspect by now.
I guess you're right. And you've saved me each and every time.
Yep. So just tell me everything you can, and let's go from there.
Also, Maya, I honestly think you could probably get through these bars.
She is sitting about 2 feet away, or more like maybe 3 feet.
Okay, it might be a perception thing. Barbed head, stop stalling and go straight to the matter of true important. We know she is the murderer. Therefore, it is time for her confession.
Your benevolence! What brings the royal priestess to a place like this?
I am watching over this lawyer to keep him from tampering with anything in this case. Now, out with it! Confess to your crimes!
Please, your benevolence, could you please take it down a notch or 3?
Humph.
Maya, please tell me what you can. I know this must be difficult, but anything you can remember might help.
Sure, okay. I didn't kill the High Priest. I wouldn't even dream of it. I mean, he always treated me so well. Abbot Inmi was an important figure with a ton of duties, including training acolytes. He was really kind, even to a foreigner like me. He even invited me over to his house whenever I was between training sessions. How could I ever kill someone like that?
He sounds like a really good person. I think I would have liked him.
It was so much fun. got to enjoy meals with his family and everything. And his wife was a master of Koreanese cuisine. I've never eaten better in my life.
It's like they were her family, and home away from home in this foreign land. They must have been a source of comfort, what with being here for training it all alone.
But
But what?
I can't completely deny the charge either.
What?
Huh?
As I suspected, the snake has shown her true colors at last.
Your benevolence, please! I'm trying to figure out what really happened here!
Humph.
So what do you mean you can't completely deny the charge?
Well, during the purification rite, I suddenly got really, really sleepy. And the next thing I knew, Abbott in me was, you know.
You suddenly got sleepy? So then, you didn't actually see the High Priest get murdered?
No, I didn't. But if I was possessed by some crazed spirit while I was asleep, then
What an excuse. How dare you pin your crime on another person's soul? Humph. Be honest. What you call training is but an extended vacation in reality. And that training here is simply for prestige.
no, it's not like that at all. I'm training to become the master of the Quran channeling technique.
Humph. A neophyte practitioner such as you become a channeling master? I think not. The spiritual power required is beyond the means of an outsider like you.
Rafa seems to really hate fakers. But Maya does actually have the power to channel spirits. I should let Rafa know. Your benevolence, I wouldn't call Maya a nephlite because she can already
Wait, Nick.
What?
Can I talk to you for a second?
Why is she whispering all of a sudden?
I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret while I'm here, Nick.
What? Why?
I'll, explain later. Just keep it a secret for now, okay?
If you say so. What's that all about?
That is weird. What is all that whispering about over there?
Oh, it's nothing, really. I'll have to ask this later when Princess Rafa's not around.
Oh, I almost forgot. Nick,
Yes?
about Abbott Inme's murder, there was something I noticed that I thought was strange.
Oh?
What you noticed?
So what was it you noticed?
Well, you probably won't believe me, but
Why don't you let me be the judge of that?
okay, so you know that spring?
The spring? You mean the pool in front of the... Warbad. You mean the pool in front of the Warbad statue?
Yes, that! The water in there was dark red! And when I say dark, I mean blood red.
Oh, that? Yeah, I saw it too.
You did?
Yeah. The High Priest's blood turned it red.
What? No, that's not what I meant! The spring was red before he was killed.
What?
Okay, so we got confirmation.
Wait, so it was already red? Even before the High Priest was killed?
Yeah, I noticed it during the purification rite, just before I passed out. It's just like the ancient legend says.
What ancient legend?
When Kiran shows up, the well will turn red or something like that.
The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return. That's how it goes, anyway.
Hold on. Yes, there is a legend about the inner sanctum that says just that. But the water runs red this time thanks to the murder. The police investigation confirmed it. Perhaps your eyes were deceived by the lantern light reflecting off the water.
I don't think that was it, though.
An ancient legend, huh? I wonder if it's connected to this murder somehow.
At the day of the rite, the water in the spring was already stained red when About Emi and Maya arrived in the inner sanctum.
Nick?
Yes?
So, actually, there's one more thing.
Huh?
What's up with Maya? She keeps looking over at her benevolence, like she's worried what Rafa will think.
But wait, there's more.
There's something I want to show you.
There is?
I found this at the inner sanctum after I came to.
Is this a letter? It's in Cryonese.
See that stamp on the far left at the end of the letter? Doesn't it look familiar?
I think that's the symbol for death.
I was about to say, I think that is. This red stamp here?
That's the mark of Lady Kira.
Oh, right. It looks like the mark on her forehead.
Lady Kira, you say? Let me see that. Why, this is...
What? What does it say?
Do not perform the rite. I know what you are planning. Lady Kira.
That sounds like a threat. Or a warning. Whoever's pretending to be Lady Kira was pressuring the High Priest to stop the rite.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me, too. Nick, do you think...
Wait. First, there's that ancient legend.
The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return.
Now there's also Lady Kira's warning. Plus, with the Warbad dagger being eyed as the murder weapon. Don't tell me.
It must be her.
Uh-oh.
That's why she has to be the real deal. It gives me the chills just thinking about it.
Kira, that's it.
I bet Lady Kira's spirit possessed the sacred robe or something.
Don't tell me. You actually believe that the real Lady Kira returned to kill the High Priest?
Don't be silly, Nick.
Huh?
Historical figures don't come back to life. I mean, give me a break.
But... You were saying only yesterday how it was more fun to believe that she's the real deal.
Yeah, yesterday. I wish I could keep on entertaining that fantasy too. But the fact is, we're dealing with a murder here. Thus, my days of dreaming have come to an end. I'm going to keep it real from now on. And you should too, Nick.
Maya's keeping it real.
I thought you said I was the boring one because I was keeping it real.
Sorry. I guess I've outgrown that stepladder argument we always have.
Not the stepladder.
Oh well.
Damn.
I think you mean...
Yes.
I think you mean ladder, Maya.
Oh my gosh, they shoved it in air. Perfect.
So what do you mean by keeping it real?
Oh, so you know how someone is dressing up like Lady Kira and capturing rebels, right?
Oh, you mean the rebel hunter Lady Kira in the papers?
Yeah, that one. I think that's who probably sent the warning.
What nonsense is this? You dare to suggest that About in Me was slain by Lady Kira? You nincompoop! The rebel hunter is sure to be a vigilante who loves this kingdom. And it is that patriotism that led them to cloak their identity in the guise of Lady Kira. Such a patriot would never slay the High Priestess. How much you want to bet that she is the vigilante?
She's only a 14-year-old kid. I find that hard to believe.
True.
I guess it's only natural for Princess Rafa to see it that way. But I can't let it go at that.
Besides, why would such a vigilante want to stop the purification rite in the first place?
I haven't figured that one out yet.
I rest my case.
Still, if this rebel hunter has a compelling enough reason...
Wait a second. What if it's related to the prison break?
The prison break? How so?
Someone escaped May 9th from the Royal Penitentiary number 4. What if number 4 penitentiary is the one right by the right?
I mean, that would make sense.
So this vigilante does not want the rite performed right underneath a prison that had a inmate escape. That's the only thing I can think of.
It seems like a bit of a jump for a murder motive.
True, but he that's why this vigilante wanted them away from the rite.
They might have killed the High Priest after he ignored their warning.
You big dummy! You can't fool me. It was you who forged that warning letter. You are trying to shed your guilt onto our most sacred Lady Kira. Admit it!
No, I'd never do such a thing.
Now, your benevolence. Let's try to remain rational about this.
Grr.
Maya, did you show that letter to the police?
No. I was afraid that it would anger everybody needlessly. So I was waiting to show it to you, Nick.
Judging by her benevolence's reaction, I'd say Maya was right to be worried. Wait, what are... There are a number of places on this letter where there are 3 holes in a row. Are those supposed to be some sort of message? Or are these supposed to be some sort of message too? Now that we'll be, not that we'll be finding out anytime soon, I suspect.
All right, accused. Wrap it up.
I guess they have more questions for me.
Yeah. At least I have a better idea of what we're up against now.
Nick? There's something I've been meaning to say. I don't need a lawyer this time.
What are you talking about?
It's just, you know that they have that Defense Culpability Act here in Karine, right? Well, if I'm found guilty, you'll be charged with abetting a criminal.
Maya, thanks for thinking of me, but... Don't worry, Maya. We'll pull through this together somehow. We always have, haven't we?
Yeah, but we're not in Kansas anymore, you know?
True. But I've been through one trial here already.
Couldn't she just channel Mia?
What would that do?
I mean, like to defend herself.
Maybe. If Mia knew what was going on.
I believe she shares all the memories of Maya.
I don't think that's how it works. So I know what I'm getting myself into. We're going to win this one, no matter what. Because I believe in your innocence.
Yeah, I know. You've always won because of your faith in me.
That's right. So it's all aboard the Phoenix Freedom Express.
Thank you, Nick. Well, I'll see you later.
Bravado will not save you tomorrow, and by then it will be too late to ask for mercy.
Bravado.
Oh, bravado.
We're going to beat this charge. You'll see.
Humph. I don't care to understand every single word that was spoken. But I don't like the sound of that Phoenix Freedom Express one bit.
Wait. Don't tell me you don't know what Freedom Express refers to.
Of course I know. Do not presume to know what I do not know.
I'm no closer to understanding why someone would want that high priest dead. But given the use of the Warbad dagger and the existence of the warning letter, I'd say the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira is the real prime suspect. It might help if I knew a little more about this modern-day Lady Kira. Wonder if anyone has any info on them. Maybe first thing I should do is go someplace where the locals like to gather.
Oh, the bazaar? Oh, hey, that bird has a familiar design.
What, the crane?
Yeah.
I guess the bazaar is as good a place to start as any. Now, who should I...
I see. So that is what a Freedom Express is.
Consulting her pocket internet again, I see.
Mr. Wright!
Mr. Wright. Sounds like...
Is Miss Maya okay?
No.
I believe her, Mr. Wright. I know she didn't do it. Do you now, boy? Polakanu, your benevolence. You mustn't trust in lawyers, you. Are you not the accused from the last trial? Oh,
What's wrong, Albie?
your benevolence speaks with the, You may speak in the
Vernacular?
You may speak in the vernacular, little monk. Now, what is your name? Yes, your benevolence. I'll be your guide, your benevolence. Know this, Albie. Your soul is only as clean or filthy as the company you keep.
Wish she'd stop insinuating that all lawyers are trash.
Please forgive me, your benevolence, but Mr. Wright is a very trustworthy man. And I trust him as a lawyer. What's this? I'm sorry. Forgive my insolence. If a common boy such as he can place his trust in lawyers, it can only be because of my failures at the Hall of Justice the other day. Oh! Mr. Wright, her benevolence has sunk into the ground.
She must really feel responsible for what happened in court that day. Let's give her some breathing room for now. I'm sure she'll be back on her feet in no time. In the meantime, do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Of course not. I'm always glad to help.
So what have you heard about the rebel hunter that was in the newspaper?
Everyone's overjoyed at her appearance. They say she's the modern-day Lady Kira.
So they're treating this rebel hunter like a mysterious protector of the people, huh?
People have been on edge recently. What with the jailbreak and stuff. I'm sure hope they catch that escaped prisoner soon.
Escaped prisoner?
Yes, he was one of the vicious rebels that Lady Kira had captured.
So there's a hardened criminal on the loose. That is bad news.
Yes, but the modern-day Lady Kira is also super amazing. I mean, she takes down big, scary rebels all by herself.
Yeah, that's not exactly something just anyone can do. Someone that strong could have easily overpowered and killed the High Priest. And what about that escaped prisoner, Albie? So what's the escaped prisoner supposed to be like?
They say he's a vicious fiend who served as Daruk's right-hand man.
Dirk.
Oh, Dirk's right-hand man.
Dirk? As in the leader of that rebel group?
Yes, the escapee served as the dreadful master of the Defiant Dragons. They say the prisoner's a former soldier, and that he wields a big scary knife. Big scary knife, you say? Rumor has it he's a cold-blooded killer to boot.
He sounds like a really dangerous man.
He is, but the police still can't find him, even after an exhaustive search.
Wait, I remember hearing about a prison.
There is a prison at the apex of this mountain.
A prison? Way up there? The prison at the top of the Inner Sanctums mountain, right? How did he even break out?
No one really knows. He supposedly did it without any tools to speak of, too. Some say he must have fallen to his death. Personally, I'd like to believe he did. Otherwise, something like that terrible incident might happen again.
Terrible incident? What was that about a terrible incident, Albie?
It happened before I was even born, but Queen Amara, the previous queen, was assassinated.
Oh boy.
And it was the rebel leader Dirk who did it.
The previous queen was assassinated? That's kind of unsettling.
Oh, it was the terrible deed of a heinous sinner. I mean, to take the life of such a gentle queen. Only someone with a dark, defiled soul could have done that.
They really take their queen seriously here. Like god-worshipping level serious. It really would take someone pretty bold and blasphemous to assassinate one.
Those defiant dragon rebels are not afraid to do anything to accomplish their goals. That's why, with the escaped prisoners on the loose, who knows who might be killed next?
So that's why the people of Karian are so afraid of that escapee. And why they want the rebel hunter to take him out, along with the other rebels. So, is there anything else you can tell me about the rebel hunter? Or Lady Kira? So is there anything else you can tell me about the rebel hunter Lady Kira, Albie?
I was just thinking there was something else, but what was it? Oh yeah, here! Look at the points.
3 holes. Or 3 spikes.
Yep.
Could make 3 holes. What is it?
Shadow found it. Wait, that's Warbad's arrow.
Feeling better now, your benevolence?
This is no time to be feeling sorry for myself, for I am the crown princess of Karian. Now, let me see that boy. Yes, your benevolence. It looks very much like one of the legendary weapons Lady Kiran once used in a battle.
A 3-pronged arrow? I could swear I've seen something resembling that arrowhead recently. Where did Shadow find it, Albie?
Near Abbot Immi's home. A house.
Near the victim's house, huh? Something tells me I better look into this. Albie, can I ask you to take me to the High Priest's house?
Yes, of course.
Come to think of it, he was married, wasn't he? And his wife is the one who usually plays the part of Lady Kira in the Purification Rite. I should probably talk to her too.
All right, let's go see the widow.
So this is where the high priest lived. Wait a minute. Is this where they brought me when this is where they brought me when my back gave out? And the woman in front of that altar, she must be the high priest's wife.
Why is there a wanted poster right here? Oh, Steel Samurai.
Ha! That must be Phoenix's bag.
Oh, it could be.
Excuse me.
Yes. May I help you?
I was hoping to speak with the high priest's wife. Are you her?
Please forgive the intrusion, Lady Baylebe?
Or Belabe?
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 Lady Belabe? Lady Belabe. Oh my gosh, Belabe in me. Babe
get
in me. Oh my gosh. Oh my, your benevolence. Please, be at ease. What a terrible time this must be for you. I owe much to your husband. You have my deepest sympathies for your tragic loss. You honor me with your kind words. Look, dear, the royal priestess has come to visit us. Yes, What's that? Oh, of course.
She's talking with his funeral picture.
My husband, too, is delighted with the royal priestess has graced us with her presence. You can speak with Abu Amin? No, I do not. I don't possess the power to speak with the dead, but I could feel his presence. What's that? No, that can wait till later, dear.
She's definitely speaking with him.
So, your benevolence, what is it that brings you to my humble abode? This lawyer is investigating your husband's death, and I am watching him to ensure he does not tamper with any of the evidence.
No, this must be difficult, but could I ask you some questions? A good friend of mine has fallen under suspicion, you see.
A friend of yours? So then, you must be Maya's friends from the States, correct?
That's right.
I'm sorry, but I'm still grieving. Isn't that right, dear? Yes, I know. Aboot and me and his wife were one of the closest and most loving couples in Karanin. If she's not ready to talk, I will not allow you to press her any further.
She did just lose the love of her life. It would be incredibly insensitive of me to force answers out of her right now. But I need to talk to her if I want to learn more about the High Priest. Plus, the Warbat arrow that Albie found near the house. There's too much I need to find out for me to just leave yet. Would it be okay if I stayed here for a little while?
Barbed head! Have you not been listening to a word I said?
Look, Your Benevolence, I'm sorry for her loss, but I'm running out of time. So what I will do is promise to leave if she doesn't change her mind.
Please, let me talk to my husband about this. Yes. I know. No, don't. Not in front of the royal priestess. Now, if you would excuse me.
What the heck are they even talking about?
You have but poured salt on her wounds. This is precisely why you lawyers are so despised.
I was just trying to help Maya's case. I didn't mean to hurt Mrs. Inme.
Could it be that you actually possess a conscience?
Of course I do! But I'm also desperate for information.
So, what do you plan to do now?
Pass the time by looking around the room, I guess, and see if she's changed her mind.
Just see that you do not touch anything you should not.
Guess I should watch what I touch then, just in case Princess Rafa gets mad at me. Oh, it's a wanted poster for the rebel everyone's talking about.
What? Let me see that. That's our ball?
Our ball?
That's our ball. That's her ball. Senior member of the insurgent leader and former paratrooper of a foreign land. Wanted for crimes against the kingdom. Considered armed and dangerous.
So he's ex-military, huh?
His appearance alone exudes menace. He must be captured at exudes menace. He must be captured at once. 3 million too. That is a sizable award.
Is something wrong?
Hey, Super Mario John, how you doing? The bounty is 3 million damas, money that comes out of the people's tax payments. I shall have it lowered to about 1 million damas.
You seem unexpectedly concerned with the people's welfare.
Unexpectedly? How rude. Nana has always taught me that kingdoms that do not value their people come to ruin.
She's not wrong.
As crown princess, it is only natural that I care for my people.
How about sending some of that kindness this way?
Well, I suppose I could. If you quit being a lawyer and paid taxes to our kingdom, that is.
Oh well, it was worth a shot. I've been giving you money through tourism. This game looks like a kind of checkers or chess.
You mean to say that you have never heard of Kachu Demel? I have heard people describe it as Kohanese chess.
So two players take turns moving their piece in a bid to capture the other's king?
Not quite. In Kacha Damin, the object is the utter annihilation of your opponent. Furthermore, each piece has a special move that can only be used once per game.
Special moves? Sounds like a game right up Maya's alley. I'd be willing to try it.
Yeah, why not?
I see a photo over on that ledge. We might want to check that next.
Oh, okay.
There's a steel samurai patch on this bag. Guess the bag must be Maya's. Probably left it here while she was performing that rite. Is this a piece of art of some sort?
What a beautiful orb.
Is something the matter?
Barbhead, take one step back.
Okay. Done. Did you spot something?
Yes, your dismal reflection. It was ruining the orb's beauty.
Did you have to put it like that, your benevolence?
Okay, so that had nothing to do with it.
What show is this?
It is the Plumbed Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm.
Oh boy.
It is based on Lady Kiran and the #1 action hero show in Karanian.
The Plumbed Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm.
Another, okay, so this dagger is based off of the actual dagger. Because it has the crane on it.
I'm pretty sure the one in that newspaper was also had the crane on it.
I'm still not convinced. I'm still not fully convinced. Yes, it is an entirely original show created right here in our kingdom.
I'm not so sure about its originality, given its overall look and theme song.
Is something the matter?
Well, it's just, we have an action hero show back home that is really similar to this. I'm guessing this shows why Maya's so into Lady Kira.
Let's go!
Honestly, the theme song is exactly the same as the one from Maya's favorite show. The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. It's a popular action hero series filmed right in LA. So we pretty much confirmed that the law offices of Phoenix Wright are based out of Los Angeles.
It was in the original trilogy, 1, 2, and 3. It was never really confirmed, but because of the fact, because of localization not being how it is now, they just kind of just like the original games when they were in Japanese, they were it was just assumed it was in Tokyo. That's why you went from city to like shrine in the middle of the mountains. But you've been in LA. There's no shrines or mountains anywhere close to that.
Actually, there are mountains not that far away. I mean, the north half of California gets a lot of snow.
That's true, but LA's in the middle portion, correct?
No, LA's closer to the bottom of California.
Oh, okay. I thought that. I know San Jose is close to the border.
If I remember correctly, I believe San Diego is right on the border of Mexico and California.
Yes.
Let me double check that.
San Jose and San Diego, I believe, are real close to one another, and they're right by the border.
I'm just gonna pull up a map of California real fast just to make sure I am remembering the state correctly.
And I believe LA is in the southern portion of California. Because I know exactly which mountains you're talking about. There are like California has a lot of different like they have desert. LA's is a desert. Northern California is a little bit more towards the Pacific Northwest like region with a lot of forest and rocky terrain.
Yeah, California is a pretty tall state. It's a pretty large state. Okay, I was right. Los Angeles is at the southern part of California. San Diego is right on the border.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought LA was in the middle. My bad.
It is not. Is at the bottom.
But no, when Ace Attorney was brought over to the States, they just kind of they just kind of didn't mention any of the locations.
Yeah,
it was
I
just kind
remember
of
that.
assumed.
Yeah.
And I think they're just finally just committing to it.
I'm looking at this map. It looks like Los Angeles might be on the same longitude of Atlanta.
Oh, really?
That's what it looks like on this map. I don't know. Maybe if I had like if I had a more detailed map, maybe I could tell. Oh well. Against his evil against his nemesis, the evil magistrate.
Hey, Brandon, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $1. And there's no message on it, but thank you.
He just gave you $1.
Gave you $1. Thank you so much.
Maya's collected DVDs and merchandise from that series as long as I've known her. The Plum Punisher seems awfully similar to the Steel Samurai.
The plumbed Punisher originated here in Korian. Is that clear, Barbed Head?
Yes, Your Benevolence. Note to self, never suggest that again. A poster of the mountains? Oh, the Inner Sanctum Mountain is featured against those other towering peaks.
Those beautiful mountains are known as the Roof of Korian.
Wait.
And I see they have even included Mount Pony Pony in that poster. Pony Pony!
Pony, 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 pony.
If you look really closely right here, you can find the Pony Man. Go pony, 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 pony.
On his way to start gluing all women's hair into ponytails.
Mount Pony Pony? Is that the smaller peak to the left?
Known as the Little Sanctum, it is just west of the Inner Sanctum. Is it not also beautiful? But I suppose a lawyer with a defiled soul such as you could not perceive such beauty.
No, that's not true. I think it's absolutely stunning.
I feel as if the heights are important. So, good to know.
Isn't this that justice minister I met? Oh, yeah. Remember him from the first chapter?
Yep.
Who's the woman in the picture next to him? She looks really important.
Was that the former queen?
Could she be the queen of Korian? What is this scary-looking spiky thing?
It is a floor cushion for heightening a practitioner's mental focus. Your ignorance astounds me. There is not a soul in Karane who would not recognize this.
A floor cushion. You mean you're supposed to sit on this?
Humph. How else would you suggest it be used?
It looks like a torture device to me. This looks like a wastebasket. Hey, there's an envelope sticking out. There are 3 holes in a row near the top.
Oh, that's probably where that warning came from.
Oh.
Because it was folded up.
Now, where have I seen holes like these before?
Scrounging around in other people's garbage like some stray dog. You are a pitiful creature indeed.
What does it say here? Say what you will, but I've got a job to do.
It says, to the High Priest. Humph.
So that warning letter was addressed to the High Priest. Interesting.
That is interesting. Humph. You can't even read. You are even more pitiful than I had thought.
Thanks, and I will keep your words of wisdom in mind, Your Benevolence. Guess I should have studied some Koreanese before I came. So the envelope was addressed to the High Priest, huh? But it's empty. Still, there's something about it. I better hang on to it.
There's no return address, and 3 unusual-looking holes are punched into it. Lady Balib has not had a change of heart, and simply waiting shall not change that.
Can't we wait just a little longer? Wonder if she'll even open up. Or ever open up.
Oh, you're still here? Lady Balib.
Miss Inme, or Mrs. Inme, do you think you're ready to talk?
Is it okay with you, dear? Yes. Yes, I will let him know. Lady Balib, you don't have to speak to this lawyer if it's not your wish. No, it's quite all right. If my husband were still with us, he would say, as much as it pains me to have my lovely wife speak on such matters, if it would help to find the truth, then ask whatever you may.
Okay, I'll take you up on your generous offer. Wait, did Mrs. Inme just... Wait, did Mrs. Inme call herself lovely just now?
Oh, it's all good, Brandon. Thank you so much for the $1. Good luck saving up for a mattress. Well, whatever are you waiting for? Ask your questions quickly, so your departure may be just as swift.
Yes, of course. Do you have any idea why your husband might have been killed? Was he acting different or doing anything out of the ordinary lately?
No, I don't recall anything of the sort.
This is really difficult. Did anybody have a grudge against him?
He was a kind man, and one of peace. He would never do anything that would cause someone to bear a grudge against him. Uh-oh.
Oh. These are Cyclocks. This means Mrs. Inme is trying to hide something from me. This is the Magatama Maya gave me all those years ago. And it has really amazing power. It reacts when someone is hiding something. And it allows me to see the Cyclocks that are holding that person's mind shut. Whenever I see any. I only have to present my Magatama to try and unlock them. Unlocking them all usually allows me to coax the truth out of someone.
Take that!
The High Priest.
Cyclocks. They appeared when I asked her whether anyone held a grudge against her husband. That must mean that Miss Inme thought of someone who just might have such a grudge. Let's just stir the pot a little and see what happens. Miss Inme, I have an idea of who your husband's real killer might be.
That would be Maya, would it not?
No, of course not. It has to be someone with a motive to kill him.
This is who.
This
Oh,
is who
sorry.
this is who I believe had a reason to kill your husband.
The escaped prisoner. Oh, wait. Either
That could work.
yeah, either these two work. The middle one, I don't know. You think it's the rebel leader? They're both good.
There's a good chance for either one. Maybe let's go with the more outlandish one first. Let's go Dirk. The rebel leader Dirk killed your husband. He did it to stop the purification rite. Yeah, no, this is too...
He must despise Lady Kari for capturing his fellow insurgents. But were that the case, wouldn't he have slain Maya for playing the part as Lady Kiran?
Good point. Alright, so it wasn't Dirk. Trying to think about who else might have a motive.
So you see, Maya must have been the killer.
No, it had to have been someone else. I believe the escaped prisoner killed your husband. You probably thought that your husband would get in the way of his escape plan.
You know what? I think it might have been. It might actually be Kiran because of the note, and we have proof that the note was delivered.
Oh yeah, that arrow belonged to her.
But were that the case, wouldn't Maya have been slain as well?
Oh, you're right.
Super Saiyans,
Guess
you
I
were
better-
right. Your hunch was right. So you see, Maya must have been the killer.
No, it had to have been someone else. It was the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira. Everyone's talking about her.
I know not what you speak.
Really? Because she even made the front page recently.
I am but a humble servant of Lady Kira. What reason would she have to kill someone as insignificant as I?
Actually, I have something that just might show why Lady Kira would kill Abbott in me.
Probably the warning?
Maybe. This is the letter of warning from Lady Kira. Maya found it. It was in the inner sanctum, and only Maya and your husband were there at that time.
Er,
This letter reached its intended recipient, your husband, the High Priest, didn't it?
and how did you know Maya wasn't lying to you? Because I've never seen that letter before, and I doubt my husband ever did either.
Sorry, but I have evidence that proves this warning was meant for your husband.
What's that?
It's an envelope addressed to the High Priest. The warning letter was delivered to your husband inside this, wasn't it?
What nonsense is this? How could you prove the warning was delivered in this envelope?
There's gotta be some way to prove it. The arrow.
The arrow.
Wait a second. Don't the envelope and warning letter have something in common? I think there might just be something that links the evidence or the envelope to the warning letter.
There is?
Yes, and the proof is right here on the warning letter. This spot on the warning letter proves that it was delivered in that envelope.
Take that!
3 holes in the envelope are in the same shape and arrangement as the holes in the warning letter. And if you fold the letter in thirds and place it in the envelope, the holes line up. As for what made the holes, I believe it was this.
Take that!
They were made by this Warbad arrow, one of the weapons favored by Lady Kira. The warning was folded in thirds, placed in the envelope addressed to the High Priest, and delivered to your husband on the points of this arrow.
Eek! Well, that went smoothly.
Yeah. Are you ready to tell me the truth now?
I admit the warning was sent to my husband, but he was not an insurgent.
Why did you keep it a secret?
Because the authorities might have suspected him of being one if I hadn't.
I guess that makes sense. The rebel hunter was after him. I can see how people might at least suspect.
We are a Koranist kingdom. As such, rising up against the monarchy, it's the same as blasphemying Koraism itself.
Your husband was a devout priest of Cryanism, and you feared that his good name would be tarnished if the warning went public.
Yes.
That makes sense. But is it the honest truth? What if the High Priest really was a rebel? The rebel hunter would have had a motive to kill him. Still. Just doesn't feel like the right time to ask her about it. Could you tell me a little more about the warning?
It arrived about 3 days before the purification rite. When we woke that morning, it was already there by the side of our bed.
It was by the side of your bed?
Yes, we had the whole house locked up tight. And yet, someone still managed to sleep in. Oh, it was so frightening, wasn't it, dear?
But you didn't contact the police. Because you didn't want them to suspect your husband of being a rebel.
That's right. If only we had told the police, maybe Tarust would still be alive today. Oh, lovely wife. No need to fret, my dear. My only regret is that I left you all alone. Barbed head, that is quite enough.
Yes, you're probably right. Miss Inmee, I'm sorry to have bothered you at such a difficult time.
Don't be silly. I'm happy if I have helped. Is she okay? Yeah, her husband died yesterday, so she's kind of taking it hard. Your benevolence. May you swiftly shine light upon the truth. Barbed head. You seem bent on casting suspicion upon Lady Kiran. And by doing so, you seek to deflect the blame from the real killer, Maya Fey. That is the only logical conclusion.
I'm in no position to disprove her at this point. If only I could find something to support my theory that the High Priest was a rebel. The only other person who might know more about the only person who might know more about Abbott Inmee would be Maya. I might be done questioning her by now. Maybe I'll stop by the detention center.
My mother has said what? It seems I must go.
Did something happen?
Yes, My mother has decreed that a rite shall be held on the for the high priest's passing, and that she shall conduct the prayer of lament therein. Her Eminence is so decreed, has she? Oh, but she should not concern herself with a humble priest like my husband. No, it is only natural, considering his meritorious service?
Meritorious?
Meritorious service. Yeah, we'll just roll with that. The rite shall be held at the palace. You are to accompany me there at once, Lady Balib. Thank you, thank you, your benevolence. My husband is most delighted too.
How wonderful for you, missing me. A direct decree from the Queen. That must be quite the honor.
Barbed Head, you are coming as well.
Huh? But I don't have much time left to investigate.
As the one charged with monitoring you, you must remain within my sight at all times. Besides, it will take but a moment. Now, come along.
Arguing the point will probably just make things worse for me. Better let her have her way this time.
Welcome, Lady Balib. Walter White. He got hair. If you want to do the Queen.
I can do one mature woman voice. So this is the Queen of Karian.
What is wrong with you, Barbed Head? Show some respect.
Huh? Oh, should I bow or prostrate myself? No, it is quite all right. Stay as you are.
Mother? Your Eminence, I would like to give thanks to you. You honor both me and my husband.
His exemplary service deserves to be honored. Oh, but what a terribly trying time this must be for you, Lady Balib. May my prayer comfort your soul, and that of your dearly departed husband. Nothing would please me more.
Oh, Your Eminence, your words are wasted on my humble husband and I.
Now that's what I call commanding presence. So, you are the lawyer of whom my daughter speaks. Yes, Your Eminence. I'm so very honored to make your noble acquaintanceship. I am humbled to bask in your resplendence. Ah! Did I ever do it? I have no idea how to talk to a queen. May the Holy Mother's blessing be upon you.
Okay, so she doesn't seem like she hates lawyers.
Now then, Lady Balib, let us go to the chamber of prayer. Rafa, you are to accompany us too.
Yes, Mother. Oh, where did Mr. Man go?
Don't know. Wow, Queen is seriously something else.
The prayer of the lament, huh? Lament, huh? Don't see how that'll do any good.
It's Justice Minister Inga.
Who are you, buddy?
Nice to see you again, Minister Inga.
Again? Have we met?
I'm Phoenix Wright. We met in the accused lobby the other day.
Oh, right. Blue suit, jagged hair. You're that lawyer who brought my daughter down a peg or two.
Your daughter?
Yeah, Rafa.
He's Princess Rafa's father?
Oh, he's the king.
So he's Queen Garn's husband? Or Garan?
You're planning to sticking your fat nose in this mess, too?
The accused is a good friend of mine.
Like I said last time, you better watch yourself, see?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
You want to question me?
That would be great.
You got balls for a lawyer. Guess I could play along a bit. But I got things to do, see? So we'll have to talk while I work.
I wanted to let you know that I'll be the defense lawyer on this case, too.
Oh my gosh, his cigar's also the stamp. Well, don't say I didn't warn ya. You only won last time because that idiotic prosecutor filed false charges. But it's gonna be different this time. I got Karan's top prosecutor on this one, see?
I don't care who I go up against. I'm going to prove my client innocent.
You haven't forgotten that little thing called the Defense Culpability Act, have you? Blow this one, and you'll suffer the same fate as the accused.
How could I forget?
You lawyers are all the same. You strut your stuff until the DC Act comes down hard. Then you start begging and pleading for your lives. It's really hard to watch, I tell you.
Well, I don't plan on letting it come to that. Were you the one who wrote the Defense Culpability Act?
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. What's it to you? Either way, as Justice Minister, I'm going to enforce the thing. It started as a way to counter the dirty tricks of your trade, like falsified evidence. But it turned out to be quite handy, effective even. Efficient even.
Handy? Efficient?
Yeah, made my job real easy. Any goons who cross me or the Goron administration are gonna get just what they deserve, especially those rebel scum.
You can get away with that here?
Better watch your mouth, lawyer. I enforce the law of Karanin, see? And being that I'm the queen's husband, that makes me king.
No, I'm pretty sure the queen is the boss around here.
Go on, say what you're thinking so I could charge you with less majesty?
Less majesty?
Less majesty? Go on, say what you're thinking so I could charge you with less majesty.
can't get myself arrested now.
Listen up, lawyer. We got a low crime rate and a populace that lives in peace. And that's all thanks to the DC Act. So I don't want to hear any more lip about it.
But I can't defend my client unless I speak my mind.
Even without the DC Act, Dirk and his insurgent scum buddies' days are numbered.
What's that supposed to mean?
Let's just say I got a little trick up my sleeve. So I'd watch it if I were you. 'Cause you got a defiant attitude. Like one of them dragon dupes. Say, White, you know what these are?
No. What?
Orders of execution. They really pile up if I start slacking off.
What?
And tomorrow, I'll have even more work to do. Processing the one for your little friend. And if you really do defend her, I'll have to add one more to the pile for you. But you're not stupid enough to waste your life on that criminal, are you?
Don't worry. I'll make sure to lighten your workload, Inga. I won't give you a single execution order to sign tomorrow.
I have returned, Barmed Head.
Your benevolence. Are you done with the rite?
Yes, it was performed flawlessly. Lady Beleep stayed behind to speak with Mother.
I hope this will ease her sorrow, even if just a little.
So, you have been speaking with my father?
Yes, you could say that.
My father is a great man. He works tirelessly to keep the peace in our kingdom. Karayan, as it stands today, owes everything to the efforts of my mother and my father. You should feel deeply honored. Under normal circumstances, they would have never spoken so readily with a lawyer.
Yes, of course. Seems Rafa doesn't know what her father's really like. Well, now that we're done here, let's go see if I can talk to Maya now.
Maya's sad.
Oh, it's you, Nick.
She's no longer sad.
Maya, are you okay? Questioning wasn't too harsh, was it?
No, I'm alright. How about you? Make any progress?
Well, I haven't found any conclusive evidence that could prove your innocence. But I have a small lead.
Really?
But for right now, I'd like to ask you about the High Priest.
Sure, ask away. By the way, what's the princess doing with you? By the way, what's the princess doing with you still, Nick? Doesn't she have anything better to do?
Doesn't seem like it.
I heard that. How rude. Of course I have many other things I could be doing.
It's just a thought, but do you think the High Priest could have been a rebel?
A rebel? Why would you even think that?
Because if he was, then the rebel hunter, Lady Kira, would have had a motive to kill him.
What?
Uh-oh. Princess Rafa overheard me.
What idiocy is this? About a rebel? It is beyond the pale. My mother has offered the prayer of lament for his soul. That is the sort of person he was.
All right, I was just raising the possibility.
I will not listen to such tomfoolery.
She stormed out. Oh well, nothing we can do about that. Do you recall the High Priest doing anything suspicious?
Come to think of it, he seemed unusually restless during the rite. He kept glancing up at the sky, though I have no idea why.
He was restless and kept looking up at the sky. That doesn't really tell us much, does it? Anything else come to mind?
Sorry, that's about it.
Guess this is all I'm going to learn about the High Priest right now. Oh, but there is one thing I should follow up on.
I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret while I'm here, Nick.
What? Why?
I'll, explain later.
With Princess Rafa gone, this might be my only chance. Maya, about what you said earlier. Why can't you tell anyone you're able to channel spirits?
Oh, that! You know how all the queens are also spirit mediums here?
I heard. It was kind of a shock at first, though.
In Koreanism, spirit channeling is a secret art that can only be performed by the queen.
Oh.
No one else is supposed to be able to do it.
I see. So spirit channeling is a symbol of power or authority, then, in a sense. I can see why it would look bad if a nobody from another country were able to do it.
Spirit channeling in the Korean tradition was developed from the Koreanist style that was brought to the US via Japan. But it seemed like my clan's spiritual power is greater than the average Koreanese.
That would rub some feathers.
Yep.
It may be a quirk due to how our styles diverged, but I don't really know.
But it does explain why she wants to be in this country to learn more.
I guess so.
Because it sounds like it's the like quote unquote patient zero for the quirk.
Maybe, but it seems like the Korean technique is stronger.
Yeah, but it's good to learn multiple disciplines of the same thing.
I guess so. So, if spirit channeling is a power possessed only by the queens of Korean, and it's a power that somehow made its way down the line to Maya, then I guess that makes Queen Garan and Princess Rafa distant relatives of Maya?
There is that connection.
Another one of Maya's relatives, or distant relatives, trying to get her, either killed or thrown in jail. Oh, killed, really, here.
Yeah.
First Dahlia, and now Rafa.
Maya just has it rough.
She has a rough family life.
Also, hey, Umbreon, how you doing?
Anyway, it's not like there's some kind of rule about it. It's just, I'd rather not have it become an issue or anything. That's why mediums who come to train hide the fact that they can channel spirits.
I see. I had no idea it was so complicated.
Either way, training here is a must to fulfill the qualification needed to become the master.
And what is this qualification to become the master?
To be able to channel spirits of one's own volition, without fail every time. Like, remember how my spirit channeling was always hit or miss? I I only ever succeeded about 30% of the time.
Yeah, it was more like spirits possessed her as opposed to channeling them. So, you can do it every single time now? Whenever you want?
Yep. At least, I think.
You think?
Well, I haven't actually tried channeling anyone since I completed my training here.
To be fair, she's been hiding her power, so that makes sense.
But once I get back home, I plan on taking the final spirit medium test. I have to try channeling one spirit after another in a marathon channeling session.
Only those who pass the test are worthy of becoming the master, huh?
Yeah, but I know I can do it. I'm going to ace that test and become the next master. After all, I can't let my clan and the other villagers down.
Right. Maya's the next big hope of Khura'in Village. That's gotta be a lot of pressure. So, speaking of similarities, I've noticed another similarity between our countries besides spirit channeling. I saw a show on TV that reminded me of the Steel Samurai.
Oh, you must mean the Plumbed Punisher, warrior of Twilight Realm.
The Plumbed Punisher.
So you've already seen the Plumbed Punisher? You really don't miss a beat.
Actually, it was her benevolence who told me all about it.
There is not a single person in Khura'in who doesn't know of it.
Oh, your benevolence. You're back.
As the royal priestess, I'm in charge of monitoring your movements. So, I have changed my mind. For in order to fulfill my duty, I must not avert my ears, not even from your blasphemous theories.
Her sense of duty is commendable.
Super Sans, that's how you say plum, though. It's Plum. So it's plum, it's the plum, whatever in the world.
But I wouldn't mind if she backed off a bit.
Great timing, your benevolence. There's actually something I wanted to show the both of you.
Show off? Maya sure seems excited all of a sudden.
Yep! Ta-da!
What's that?
It's an ultra-rare Plum Punisher strap. There's only one of them in the whole world. It was specially made to promote the TV show.
You're the owner of this strap?
Don't tell me you're a Plumbed Punisher fan too, your benevolence.
No, of course not. Only little children watch that show. I have no interest in such things.
Right.
No, I am telling the truth.
Sure. Let's just leave it at that. So how did you get your hands on that, Maya?
I found a kindred spirit in a Plumbed Punisher fan here in Khura'in. It resulted in an exchange of cultures transcending national borders.
And by cultural exchange, you mean you swapped TV show promo merchandise?
You bet! I traded my Steel Samurai watch for this strap. It's a super rare watch that plays the Steel Samurai theme song when the alarm goes off. My newfound Khura'inese friend was so happy, I got this one-of-a-kind strap in return.
I guess there are people like that wherever you go, even here in Khura'in.
Watch this! When you press the Magatama on her belt, it plays the show's theme song!
That sounds just like the Steel Samurai theme song.
What are you talking about? Can't you hear the folk instrument in the intro and the exotic tones throughout? Plus, the Steel Samurai has Japanese, taiko drums that go... Daka-dan-dan-dan in the intro!
The fact that this might be important later kind of confuses me.
Uh-huh. What the heck is a taiko drum? I gotta look this up.
Yeah, I guess
How's
it's the...
that thing?
da-da-da-da-da.
I've never seen one of these before. Or, well, I mean, I've seen one of these before, but I didn't know what it was called.
We're learning things.
Anyway, right. Guess my ears just aren't as good as yours.
Anyway, I have this amazing idea for a new show. The Plumbed Punisher versus the Steel Samurai! I'm totally going to pitch it to some TV stations when I get back home! It's going to be a huge hit! Right, Your Benevolence?
I have no interest in such things.
Well, if nothing else, talking about the Plumbed Punisher has thankfully seemed to cheer Maya up a bit. It's getting late. Try to get some sleep, okay, Maya? And leave tomorrow to me.
Okay. Thanks, Nick.
I think we've covered just about everything. Time to head back to the temple and go over everything I've learned so far.
Home sweet home, the temple.
It's getting late. Won't be long till sundown.
Mr. Wright, your benevolence. Are you done with your investigation for today?
Pretty much. Thought I'd go over what I learned so far. Care to join me?
Yes, please allow me to help.
Okay. First, we know that the High Priest received a warning 3 days ago. It was from someone claiming to be Lady Kira, and it told him not to perform the rite.
That's right. It was that rebel hunter. But what of it?
That's what I'm not sure of yet. Why would Lady Kira want to stop the rite?
If you could solve that mystery.
Right. I can figure out her motive for threatening the High Priest. It might be the break I need, but I just don't know enough right now to act on the lead.
How unfortunate for you, Barbed Head. Your only hope is pure speculation that shall not stand up in the Hall of Justice. You have no actual proof of Lady Kari's involvement in this crime after all.
Yeah, the warning letter alone can't prove who killed the High Priest.
I'll give you one last chance to withdraw before you are charged under the DC Act. Your benevolence! While it is true you did not forge or suppress any evidence, that is, perhaps, a product of my careful monitoring of your every move.
I wasn't planning to do anything like that in the first place, Your Benevolence. But I am going to prove Maya's innocence,
within the confines of the law.
Hey, how can you be so sure you will?
Because of my undying faith in my clients. That is a lawyer's greatest weapon.
Humph, what nonsense. You have chosen to dig your own grave. When next we meet, it shall be in the Hall of Justice. As Royal Priestess, it is my duty to reveal the truth through the divination science. This time, I will prove that the insights I glean thereof are the very truth itself. Prepare yourself, for this shall be your last trial and your last rites. Tomorrow shall end with you under the headsman's axe.
Tomorrow, I'll be defending Maya in the so-called Hall of Justice again. That whole seance thing makes the trials here completely different from those back home. Plus, I don't have a shred of conclusive evidence. On the other hand, I've got plenty of confusion and anxiety to spare. I'll have to think of something. After all, I'm the only lawyer in all of Karayan. I have to do this. I will do this. I'll prove Maya's innocence if it's the last thing I do.
To be continued. You want to just put a stop to it there? It's been close to almost 4 hours.
Whatever you want to do.
I think we put a stop to it. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be another like 3 or 4 hours. With how long these cases can be.
Could be, yeah.
Let me just check something real quick. I want to see if this is like a 2... It looks like it's leading to a 2 investigation type day, you know?
Yeah, let's, why don't we take a quick look?
Investigation, trial, investigation day 2. Yep,
Okay,
it's
so
a
there's
2-1.
2-day... Alright.
All right, so we'll definitely do the first. Day in court, and then finish it up.
Cool.
All right, guys. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. GCD, as always, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
This is turning out to be a fun one, so can't wait to see more. See where this goes. But anyway, guys, I will see y'all next time. Peace.
See ya.